So, hold on. I have to do this. There we go. Free roaming. Pasidex. I don't know what any of that means. Obviously, it's hard to get traction to get the views to make many... Yeah, that is super cool, though. I figure if I put something on there, like the haiku book, it'll be mostly, like, friends and members of the Twitch community that will view it, but yeah. I just thought it would be funny to compile them so people could read them. Because right now, you can just do random exclamation point quote, and you might get you probably will get a haiku. We almost never do just random quotes. There's a few random quotes, but almost all of them are haiku. Oh, hold on. Oops, well, we're gonna do this. I didn't do my intro video, but that's fine. It's Indie Sunday. Choose the investigation. Oh. Wait, what? I thought I was a taxi driver. Am I a secret investigative detective? Am I a detective? I guess I am. I don't like my hair now that it's grown out a bit. It's got this swoopy thing. It's driving me crazy. Use traps to catch them. The 90s were weird, weren't they? What the fuck is this? Oh, that must be the first time I played Double Switch. That must have been the first time we played it. It's nothing like Night Trap! A taxi driver who solves crimes? I'm Nancy Drew after college. It's true, HP. It's true. Okay, what should we do? The judge. Victims have all something in common. Have all something in common. It's weird syntax, right? And the motives seem clear. But which suspect could have done it? Balanced case, perfect for a first run. Okay, maybe we should do that then. The Angel of Death, random victims, unknown motive, weird case, slightly more difficult than the others. The Sandman. Bum 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 bum. The victims may feel random at first, but there's a big connection. Yet the motives might be hard to find. Dark and twisted case. Ooh. Surprise investigation. The game will randomly pick an unsolved investigation. Or random all. Well, are there only 3? Or are there more? Well, let's do this one first. Balanced, hard. Let's do balanced. Bum 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 bum. Black Muffin. I didn't know this was Raw Fury. Love Raw Fury. I got this in some bundle. I'm digging this music already. By Raw Fury. Cigarette trails a ladder to the stars. Traces. Random scenarios? Possibly. I honestly don't know how this game works. I just saw good reviews for it, so figured we'd give it a shot. Night Call! Don't get caught up in there! That was cool. I liked that intro a lot. That was nice. Here? Sir? Can you hear me? Or do I need to speak up? Yes, speak up. What happened to me? Is this okay with you? Is my voice loud enough? Yes, it's fine. She takes a deep breath. Oh, it's a lady. Sir, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The word bounces around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma? The word scratches along your throat. Yes, You were the victim of an assault. I'm a IV bag. Dr. IV bag to you. Victim. You are aware of a serial killer is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling up your throat. Oh, it must have just saved for some reason. The judge, as the police call the killer, assaulted you. The bullet touched your liver, and in most circumstances, it would have been fatal. Assault? 2 peanuts went into the bar. One was assaulted! Okay, sorry. We chose to put you in an induced... Her voice becomes more distant, fades. You taste bile at the back of your mouth. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle in one ear. Your fingers move to your wound. Underneath bandages, you can feel hard skin. It's incredibly painful. Did they... I'm sorry? Did they catch the judge? Oh, am I gonna go vigilante style? Oh my god. Vigilante. I'm Batman the taxi driver. No. What about my passenger? He was dead before you even got out of your cab. The doctor is silent for a second. A very awkward second. She hesitates. The police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. Am I going to turn out to be the doctor or the judge? I'm the killer. I was the killer all along. After all, you're the only one who survived the judge. Noise in the hallway attracts your attention. You try to turn your head to no avail. You need to rest. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. You were the virus! No. I don't care. He's the only witness. Another female voice joins in, a strong, authoritarian voice. Can't clearly make up what she's saying. A strange feeling washes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue. It's some odd combination of the two. Pain-teague. Sounds like a hair product. Pain-teague. Pro-V. Before being in this hospital room, you've never realized that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. That's drugs. Hey, what's up, Samus? Again, the combination of pain and other things. This theme going on here. Anger. A feeling you know all too well. Days go by, and a month later. Night 1. You are back. Whoa, this map. That is an actual map of Paris.
Well, look. We've got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is.
He's gonna be the only French character. You have a pounding headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the incident. The attack.
Are you listening to me?
You catch your boss's eye in the rearview mirror. Sorry.
I just wanted things to get back to normal.
Whoops. To clear my head. To stop thinking about it all. He's watching you closely. Trying to make out what's going on in your head.
You know I'm worried about you, don't you?
I know.
You're like a son to me, you know?
Aw. Papa. I know. I know, Daddy. And you know, he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet.
Again. When my father died and left me this store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to the old country.
Let him go on. My heart will go on.
Encore. But I decided to start a cab fleet with the money he left me, to hire the guys from the neighborhood. And that is why I've got 35 guys working for me.
His hands flutter in the air.
Though none of them are any match for you. The way you taxi, the way you drive, it is unmatchable.
This music. I know, that is a lot. How many taxis are there in Paris? I mean, Probably a ton, but still. He smiles. His voice suddenly takes on a serious note.
Do you want me to go over everything again?
He points to the equipment on the dashboard, the meter, the GPS. You haven't been in a taxi for weeks. Maybe you do need a little refresher, aka tutorial time, baby.
Yes, that's a good idea. Right then. Well, first the map. You spot potential customers and you try to guess where they'll be going. Then you decide.
This is gonna be like crazy. You think Offspring did the soundtrack? This is probably Offspring. It sounds like Offspring.
Yeah.
I need a mashup.
When the customer orders a taxi, if there's no one else around, you have to go pick them up.
Could divide a day into 3 8-hour shifts, and then that would only be 15 drivers per shift. That's not bad. Paris is so big, though. I mean, it's huge. He shrugs.
That's the way it goes. It's business. No problem. The other fares, you look up the map and decide whether to take them or whether or not you want to take them. And then you drive.
He flashes a quick mechanical smile. You know it well. And he talks about work, that's all. When he talks about work, he talks about work, that's all. Also being my father, basically.
When your shift is over, we do the numbers and
his voice trails off. I didn't read the rest of that.
And that's all. It's pretty simple. There is no reason why you can't do it. Alright, no overtime. We're in France here and there are rules, regulations. You might want to see it that way. But no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours.
He looks away. Something has been bothering him since he got into the cab.
Anyhow, you know the ropes, you get it. I know you're going to do a good job.
What's the matter? Papa, tell me. Your boss keeps quiet for a while as if he's hesitant to speak, and then...
I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer is still out there, and we think he's going to come back. For you.
What the fuck, Dad? What the fuck? Way to instill confidence in me.
We? Your colleagues. I do too. Anyway. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to scare the shit out of you. I'll let you get back to your work. Every minute spent in your taxi is a minute lost.
He gives you a smile, half ironic, half serious. You can count on me, Papa.
He scratches with an invisible stain on the armrest. Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
He smiles. The French can be rude as hell. Well, you know, a lot of people can. Cerionic. Sounds like a tech company. Welcome to Cerionic. Your boss opens the door and exits the cab. You watch him cross the street and enter a fleet garage. The fleet garage, in fact. Oh, I can turn auto mode. Yeah, I won't. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. They all ignore you, consciously or unconsciously. You are branded. They call you Marlon Brando. It's not funny. You sit there a moment. Then you turn the key to the ignition. The hum of the engine sends a tingle down your spine. It's impossible to describe how you've missed that feeling. It's back to the night shift. Back to life. Despite the attack, despite it all. Here we go, baby! Okay. So, if I click on one, do I go there? Looks like I do. Alright, we'll pick up this very interesting looking fella. Cater Bergois. Bergawi?
I missed the last train. I am going to Santorin.
Sure. I don't know why I would accept or not accept one. Right? Did they explain to me why I would just refuse someone? You pull up the sidewalk to pick up a passenger who ordered the cab. You can just make him out surrounded by 5 or 6 cops. An all too familiar scene. Uh-oh. Every so often, the low, ominous tones of an officer's voice makes it into your ear. The circle of cops breaks up. You see the passenger. He heads over to the cab and gets in. The graphics of this game are so nice. I really like it. He slams the door and lets rip. Ew! Ew! Motherfucking cops. Listen, same. He gives you his address and you start the car. The passenger stares out the window at the passing road as if to calm himself. He's not, though. He's staring right at me. It's kind of creepy. €10? That's some cheap fare. Where is that, out here? Oh, yeah. I don't know when this is set. I mean, they haven't mentioned things like phones and stuff. Oh, we're actually traveling, so I better go quick. You take a quick look in the rearview mirror. What was that all about?
Nothing, the usual bullshit.
He was a youthful sounding voice, a little immature. He's barely 20, maybe younger.
What a fucking pain in the ass! Can't go without getting screwed by each and every one of those son of a bitches. If you're not wearing a goddamn beret, if you happen to be wearing sweatpants, then yeah, right, you're a fucking hood.
He smirks wryly and then raises his voice in an octave.
Your papers, please!
He sighs his voice back to normal.
Yeah, sure. Shove your hands, cock up your friggin' ass, buddy. Wow. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna egg him on a little bit. Always the same old thing, isn't it? Passenger looks at you and lets out a bitter laugh.
You can say that again.
Oh, okay. Let's not read that out loud. You got a little racist there? A slow smile spreads over his face.
And you know what's worse? He pulls the paper back out of his jean jacket pocket. The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas.
Oh, I heard that in his accent. Going almost half the city? Yeah. Hey, Story Bear, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. I didn't notice. I thought you were Samus because your color of your names. Hey, y'all, if you don't know Story Bear, give him a follow. He's super great and fantastic. You would love him.
They wouldn't believe it was my book.
He returns it to his pocket right away. Why wouldn't you be reading Alexandre Dumas?
Dumas.
For a second, you wonder if you imagined it.
The first thing they asked me was where I had stolen it. You know, like there was no way I could have owned a book.
You can't even Metro for €10? Really? Maybe this is old. Maybe this is like the 80s.
Oh no!
Whoops. Sorry, Cat Cam.
Since the bastards took the book out and flipped through it, every single page.
It looks like they stop when I don't continue, so that's good.
To make sure I wasn't hiding anything like hash or some other shit.
Yeah, Story Bear. I wish I was there too. Was there just before Oh, you were there before Notre Dame? He flinches. Something in his feature breaks. A crack has appeared. He's trying not to show it, but you see what's going on. You can't help it. The inner struggle. The humiliation. The sense of shame. It's just a book. Do you like it? He looks up.
Yeah, it's... Well, it's kind of like a... You know, a revenge story. Like, the Hollywood movies we downloaded so we don't have to pay for a ticket.
Okay, so it's after Napster. Wait, what?
Except that it takes place 200 years ago. And yeah, it's good. It really sucks what happens to the hero guy. And he spends the whole book planning his revenge big time.
Magical abilities? I don't know. Is it gonna be like Red Strings Club? The guy's pretty messed up. He catches your eye in the rearview mirror. He realizes he's not all worked up anymore. It's, my girlfriend who gave it to me. Smile and wink, maybe? No, I'm gonna do... She likes Dumas? Yeah, I think so. She's into all that historical stuff. Professor Layton and Phoenix Wrights? I don't know. Maybe. I should look into Professor Layton. Someone was telling me I would like it. Oh, that was Cat Cam, I think. Y'all, Cat Cam might not work out. I'm just realizing. To me, it was a real drag at first, but... Wait, he lets out a sigh. She forced me a little, and then I realized that Monte Cristo, he's one of us. I mean, his story, it is a lot like what goes on today. Le Comte de Monte Cristo isn't just a sandwich, and the movie is a book, yeah. You've heard good things about Professor Layton? Yeah, who was telling me? Someone was telling me recently to watch it, or to play it. But I introduced her to new stuff too. These are like texts, rap lyrics that she really likes. We're almost there. You should see her putting on a show and all, but the truth is she actually likes it. It's the same thing with reading, right? I mean, it had to be properly explained to me. I had to want to try it. And that was it, man. I was on my way. Look at these graphics. I'm gonna cry. He looks down. A short time later, you pull up as the address given by your fare. It's a low, rather unattractive building. The passenger passes you the money for the ride. I have to go. I punch in early tomorrow. He pauses, eyeing the time on the radio's LCD display. Or later on, I should say. A moment later, he vanishes into the night. Take that shit! Okay, I got some money. Alright, chat, who should we go for? Baseball cat? Suave Versace model? Very put together lady? Or Gary Busey? I want a sandwich now. I know, Monte Cristo sounds real good. Although, no ham for me, please. No ham, please. Hold the ham. What do you think, chat? Last time I had Monte Cristos, I ended up eating like 10 or more because they left over from a Christmas party. Oh my god! That's a lot of Monte Cristos. It is a rich flavor profile. That's a grilled cheese. Well, not really. There's more. There's Dijon. There's Dijon. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? Is I'm thinking of Croque Monsieur. I don't like Monte Cristos. Never mind. I'm thinking of a Croque Monsieur. I don't want a Monte Cristo. It's a super fancy grilled cheese. That's right. What do you think, chat? Do we want Gary Busey? Selma Hayek? I don't know who that would be. Or Versace model. I'm thinking Selma Hayek. She looks pretty cool. What is this? Is the time? Oh, everything's frozen too. I'm gonna have to get gas? That's all you ate for a couple days? Oh my god. I guess a Croque Madame, right? What's the difference? Madame has no ham? Is that it? Alright, I'm gonna go with Selma Hayek, I think. Here we go. Machete! Oh, that would be Machete. Leonie Premier. Let's take her. It has an egg on the outside. Oh, yes. That's what I was thinking of. The one with the egg. The passenger gets into the cab and gives you her address. Her voice is muted, far away. You start up the cab. She appears rather meek, subdued, like she's about to fade away. You look up at her. She returns your gaze, but she's not there. It's as if you weren't looking at an actual person, but at a silhouette instead, in the shape of a human being. Would you like some music? Music? She pauses. I don't know, if you want. She breaks off again. What kind of music do you have? Well, whatever's on the radio. I never listen to this radio. I don't really know what's on it. Know what's any good. Maybe. She seems to be weighing her options. Classical? Jazz? Passenger looks at you for a moment or two, clearly surprised. Jazz? Despacito! I know nothing of these fancy foods. Oh man, I used to make croque monsieurs and Monte Cristos at work. You like jazz? It's simply a croque monsieur topped with a sunny side up or poached egg. Oh, see, we would just do any fried egg when we made them. Sunny side up is annoying. She hesitates, thinks it over, and nods at last. You press the search button for a jazz station and eventually find one. Droning trumpet gets all worked up, accompanied by drums and a bass. Never really understood jazz. Speak for yourself, game. I love jazz. It's funny. Music like that is so impenetrable. Would you like me to change stations? No, it's fine. Really, I like it. My thesis supervisor listens to a lot of jazz. With time, I began to like it too. Your thesis? Yes. Oui. Not another word. She turns her head slightly as if to think about something unpleasant. What's the subject? The progressive nuns of Conseil Abbey dans the dawn of the industrial era. Here in the cab seems icy. You just need a lid? Oh, see, I didn't do the lid. I would do it legit. I used to be an egg. I used to make eggs for a living. I worked at a breakfast restaurant, and I can make them perfectly. Like, I'm not joking. Perfectly. If you do a lid, then it kind of cooks the top of the egg, so you don't have to flip it over. That's why. But you can just separate the white out and spread it out. The problem is that if you have the heat too high, it will burn the bottom of the egg. So that's how you make basted eggs too, is you put water in it and then cover it. But I am very good at egg making. I make all eggs. I'm a professional. See, when they put a symbol here, it makes me want to do that, but I'm just gonna go. Sounds very specific. Extremely. Too much so, no doubt. My field of research is terribly limited, and how should I put it? It's deadly boring. Subject that no one is interested in. My thesis supervisor, for start, my parents, my ex, and worst of all, even me. She stares at you. The subject is a trap. Admiral Appa said it first. It's never been explored, and it informs your perception of women in the 18th century. But no one is interested in it. That's how it goes. I got used to my thesis. To the subject. Doctoral thesis is really interesting, you know. But mine, I think I've hit rock bottom. What is this? Very scary smiley face. You would overcook the yolk, though? When you do sunny side up? I wouldn't, no. If you spread out the white part of the egg, or you cook it on the right heat, it should cook through the bottom fine before it cooks through the yolk. Yeah, you want it on low heat. If you have it on high heat, then it'll burn for sure. You shouldn't say that. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Uni étoile. I don't need your pity. She speaks in cool, clipped tones, without any animosity. You find it disconcerting. I chose the path I'm on. I'm entirely accountable for it. She hesitantly lifts a hand. But I'm the one who chose my thesis. Me and no one else. To be honest, it will no doubt be the only thing that remains of me when I die. Oh my god, jeez. Well, she doesn't like being patronized, which I understand. Hey, Michael, man, what's up? Welcome back. Usually leave a lid that's smaller on the pan so it sits low over the egg and hold... Yeah, kind of like a double boiler. Oh, a lid like deep, like into the pan, yeah. I usually don't use a lid unless I'm doing basted eggs, but... Okay. I just think, here's my thing. If you want runny yolks, just get over easy. You cook it faster. It's faster and easier. If you want sunny side up, you just want something that looks nice. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. I don't want to patronize her again. I'll ask her about her friends, but I don't know that she has friends. I have a feeling she doesn't have friends, but this will get us to that point. My boyfriend dumped me 3 months ago. He said I was spending too much time on my thesis. The truth is, it was the thesis itself that was the problem. He thought it was stupid, a waste of my time, boring. He wasn't exactly a feminist. Well, why were you dating him? He was pretty old-fashioned in a way, I knew it. I could see it coming. Yeah, that makes sense. A gel-like yolk, not solid? Yeah. I like pretty liquid. Fairly liquid yolks, personally, because I dip my bread or whatever bread-like thing I'm eating. I'll dip it in there. Sunny side is the easier... Wait, what? Oh, no, I don't think so. Over easy is super easy. You just start it and then flip it and then you turn off the heat and it's done. Then you flip it back. My parents, they, how should I put it? A wry smile tugs at the corner of her mouth, as if she enjoys the thought of seeing loads of people suffer. Same, girl. My parents think, her voice falters. It takes her a few seconds to pluck up the courage to speak again. My parents think I've made a mess of my life. I know they do. They haven't said so, of course. They are for me. They are there for me. They help me. But deep down, they know it's too late. The jazz number on the radio has become distinctly more aggressive, almost dissonant. You briefly consider turning down the volume, then change your mind. I'm 28. I'm doing the doctoral thesis on 18th century nuns. My brothers went to top business schools and earned MBAs. They're married, they have children, and me, I'm compiling pages and pages of information on nuns. You pull up the passenger's address, an opulent-looking building on the 16th arrondissement. The young woman is perfectly still, seeming paralyzed. I am very grateful to you for having tried to cheer me up. Without success, but I really appreciate your trying. A trace of a smile plays across her lips. You believe that everyone has a purpose in life. She shrugs. I don't. She hands you the fare and then exits the cab without a word. Dang this game! It's making me sad. Unless you have a season... Oh, yeah. You have to have an honestly plan for sure. For sure. Easy. You would even say it's beyond easy. It's over easy. Wow. I don't like... I mean, I'll eat scrambled eggs, but I feel like scrambled eggs are for babies. Get your egg fried or get out of my kitchen. A moment later, she's walking away, heading towards her building. Sorry. My thesis was on the use of vapor phase corrosion inhibitors on maritime archaeological composite objects. Whoa, Snorri Bear. That sounds exciting, though. More exciting than 18th century nuns, let's be real. You sit there a moment longer, then start up the cab. Alright, well, we made some money. The door suddenly opens, and a woman gets into the back seat. Is it the judge? Am I about to be married? Bossé. Having a good night? Oh god, for a second you freeze. It's one of the cops working on the judge's case. Oh, she has a nice voice. She grins at you, her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, it's actually pretty crazy. For weeks I've been saying to myself there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, mulled it over, bugged all my fellow cops about it because I was sure you lied to us. She's holding her head up. Oh no, HB! I'm so sorry. I'll let her keep going. She has a cold sneer on her face. I'm gonna be frank with you. She leans over to you. I don't think you're the judge. Nah, I just can't picture it. She squints like she's trying to make you out from far away. Like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. Oh my god. But not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously. He talks about you all the time, and if I didn't know better, I think he'd had a crush on you. Huh? Huh? He got a crush on you? He got a crush on you? What about it, huh? She smirks. No. I think he's more interested in your profile. A prison at 17. I went to prison? An icy chill fills your gut. And for murder, too. What? I'm a murderer? What? I'm a murderer? What?
Don't be suspicious. 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 Don't be suspicious.
Murder in the game? Okay, I'm a murderer, apparently. I murdered someone at 17. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out. Since you got out, you kept a low profile, but you're lying about your name and your address. I checked. It's normal, you'd say, if you get the word out about your time you served. No loan for your permit, no lease for your car. Meaning no second chance at life. Well, that's just because we treat ex-cons like garbage in this world. As if they have nothing or no reason to live. It's quite shitty. Your voice becomes softer, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, her shining, cat-like eyes narrowing. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with a first and last name with evidence. Actually, knowing him, he's not so hot on evidence. What a great police chief. So I'll give you the info. Victims, suspects, medical reports, and some photos that are a bit... gagging noise. You'll have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me. Interrogate. Ask questions. Dig around. I'm not a cop. I can't work for you. Don't worry. You've already keener than half the squad. What? And don't forget, I'm not going to make an arrest and deliver the killer wrapped up in a bow in front of the station, okay? You're no Batman. I literally said I was Batman before we started. You're just here to get me more information. She rummages around her pockets for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3-4 days just to check in. We'll chat. And I'll let you know if I had any new info. Takes her didactic. She takes on a didactic, paternalistic tone. Like she was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught, don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like, and I know who your friends are. You can either be the solution or the problem, my friend. It takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. If I have to, I'll go check in on you-know-who. Voldemort? Her smile is biting. That reminds me. She know you done time? Shake your head. She snickers. I'm being blackmailed by the fucking police. Oh, my little dirtbag, you cover your tracks well. I say nothing. She acknowledges your silence with a nod. Okay, I think you got a handle on our little deal. Any problems, I'd turn you in. I'll send your picture to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it. Your real name. You get me? Anyone close to you will have their places searched or they'll be put under house arrest, spend nights in jail. You have any idea how tense things are with that fucker's trial underway? You sigh. You know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. Could be brothers, actually. I'm nothing like that son of a bitch. This game does not get racist. She smiles. Let me tell you, with that face of yours and your handle, they'll welcome you in with open arms. She takes on a serious tone. I want to catch this kiddo personally. I want to drag him to court, ruin his fucking life with a bang. Wow, she's just so delightful. You can't botch this case, you get me? And neither can you, right? Oh, I can't botch this case, you get me? And neither can you, right? Obviously. Well, great then, we see eye to eye. So you can just say you're my informant, my CI. You ripped open your gut, you saw your own insides, you were in a coma, yeah. You have plenty of reasons to want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. Yeah, I think you're actually going to do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors, you come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Oh, right. And don't get fired without this caveat worth nothing to me. I'm going to call her a bitch. Fucking bitch. Yeah, whatever. If it makes you feel better. Not you know who. Busted has gone a little bugsy, you see? Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Shaves beards, wears contacts. Who the fuck are you? Meanwhile, police officer blackmailing you to do her job for her? Exactly. What the fuck? Don't call me Shirley. Surely you can't be serious. I'll make sure you get to the intel, or get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Until then, not a word to anyone, obviously. Not a word. The door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. How did she know where I would be? It's kind of bizarre, right? She was just waiting in case I drove by. I guess she could have headed me off. You sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dry-eyed, ears buzzing. Shit. On the back seat, the cop left a pile of papers. Shit. Key in the ignition, motor running. Radio on, crackles. You turn it off and start driving. Talking to passengers might unlock new documents and clues for your investigation. You will find them back at your studio after your shift. Okay, so I have 6 clues. Now I'm Batman with a taxi cab. Yay!
Always watching, Wazowski.
Oh, I guess we're done already. Oh, I'm nervous. What if I end up becoming the killer?
Splash.
What if I really am the killer? Hey, Blightseer, what's up? How are you? Welcome on in. Hey, Agent. Taxi Cab Confessions? The video game. Nobody expects a Blind Seer raid. Hello, Blind Seer. And Agent, thank you for that cast command for Blind Seer. Sorry, I'm gonna nom on an Oreo for a minute. How was your stream? Oh, were you playing some Payday 2? Nice. Nice. If y'all don't know Blind Seer, please go give him a follow. He's super great and fantastic.
Splash.
A double raid. Hey, Just Playing, how are you? Hi. Hey, Shatoken. Excuse me. I'm eating an Oreo. Sorry. Hey, Bluebirds. What's up? I'm good. I'm good. We're doing a little story time Sunday, actually. Hey, Fantastic. How are you? What are we playing? It's a game called Night Call. Oh, Nishki, don't do what Jess tells you. You don't have to do what she says. You do have to do what I say and follow Jess Plan. She's amazing. Have you played this game before? Oh, you had some golden? Oh, yeah. Oreos are always a priority. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that, Plains here. We are Batman in a taxi cab in Paris. That's what's about to happen in this game. Here, let me show you. We're doing Storytime Sunday. Y'all go give Just Playing a follow. Also go follow Blind Seer. Thank you both for the raids. I thought we were doing Indie Sunday, but it turns out we're really doing Storytime Sunday. Here we are. Just hanging out. Just hanging out in my Storytime Sunday area. Where's my story? Where's... What? I don't have a... Oh, here we go. Welcome to Storytime Sunday with your host, Blip. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Look, I brought my microphone. Such pants. I've got Cilantro over here. She's typing away. A taxi game. Yeah, Moog. It's super fun. We just got blackmailed by a police officer into doing her job for her. So now we're investigating murders. Very exciting. Very exciting stuff. Okay, let's get back to it. Thank you so much for the raid, though. I appreciate it. Cilantro's busier than you are? You take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. Oh, thanks, Talloy. I appreciate it. You throw the files Bussette, I bet her name is Bousset, gave you on the table. On the wall, you hung up the big corkboard where you used to pin those photos up of your nephews. Why was I pinning photos of my nephews up? Murder victims? They've been gone since you got out of prison. Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to the subjects. Suspects. I'm gonna have a string board here going on. Thanks, Just Playing. I appreciate it. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the ones with the most compelling evidence against them, right? It's like you're building a story about each suspect, trying to understand their motives, understand how he or she got into the situation. Steps in the hallway. They stop in front of your door, then move away. Oh, shit. Oh, no. You take your shoes off before getting to work. Okay. Ooh, 3 dimensions. We have an autopsy report. 2 clues discovered. Oh, okay. This is just... what's this? Killer case. Okay. Picture of the crime scene. I'm just holding down to investigate these things. New clue. Oh! Okay. We've got Salim Wadian. No sign of violence. The killer knew the victim or researched them. Killer left messages in chalk on the first 3.
Hold
saying
on to your
justice. Oh, cool. I can move these. Well-known lawyer from San Ouen, defender in the Duar case. Defender, yeah, hold on to your butts. May I order 1 murder? No, Cabeza. Cabeza? No. It's a little Stranger Things. It is kind of like Stranger Things. Wonder if the murder prices have gone up due to the pandemic? I don't know. All right. Was promising football player when he was 10. So these are my suspects, right? They're not my murder victims? Message on crime scene said justice. So he's a lawyer. That's why we're concerned about justice here. Death equals execution. I don't understand what that has to do with anything. Chalk messages. Knew the victims or researched them. Messages on crime scene. Time is up. Medical examiner escaped from Argentina when she was young, lost her parents to Argentinian junta. The process. Okay. The killer's height is less than 1.80 meters. Okay, so all of these people are less than 1.80 meters tall. Of all the people in Paris, these 5 are not as tall. We don't have a murder. Is maiming okay? Oh my god. Un homicide, s'il vous plaît. From Amazon, your murder is delayed and oh no. Oh no. We've got Piero Bataz. Dad was a cop, financial affairs, died 2 years ago. Mom got health issues after Rick Godin health scandal. He's gay, in a relationship, never disclosed this information at work. Oh, he's gay and does crimes. He be gay and do crimes. We've got a retired cop, joined the police in 1977, divorced from a judge. They call this killer the Judge. Weapon is a rare gun used in the 70s. So did they find a weapon? Oh, that's to end the night. I want to know why. Oh, because it's from the 70s. The source of this is 2 cops that they had a gun. You deserve this. A homeless man with an unknown background briefly worked for Charles Bougrain in the 90s. Got health issues after Rick Godin health scandal. A couple of arrests after breaking and entering. So we've got 2 Rick Godin. Health issues due to Rick Godin. Born in French Antilles, moved to the mainland France. Time is up. Why is this connected to her, though? I don't understand. Alright. I guess we're done. It's Batman! That's just under 6 foot? Oh, okay. Your murder will arrive in 7 to 10 business days. Can we leave it at your front door? With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. How did they know? How did they know my face was tired? Your murder was undeliverable. It has been left at a drop-off point 3 states over. No! I don't want to pick up my murder. How to pull... You pull open the sofa bed, which unfolds with an unpleasant creak. You collapse into the mattress. Don't smoke in bed. Do not smoke in bed. People smoke in bed, they die. Smoke in bed equals death. Just saying. This is a PSA. Do not smoke in bed. The events of the day run through your head. Why is Joel from The Last of Us? Oh god, it is Joel. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. Your brain is running at full speed, your body aches, and you are in pain. Okay, but what's new? You can tell that you need to get more sleep. You glance at your investigation board. It looks awfully empty. Tomorrow you'll have a chance to fill it up more, scamp. You shake your head and your mind wanders for a second. Your eyes close. Right when you're about to fall asleep, you notice a taste on your tongue. Blood? Very salty, like soy sauce. A tad bitter. Very strong. Am I getting pranked? Hello? Used to be true? Wait, what? It says that the murder was delivered, but it isn't here. Sorry about that, sir. We'll send another one out immediately. Thanks, Samus. Each and every day, but is it noir enough? It disappears as quickly as it came. What, did I bite my tongue or something? You fall asleep. Was that Richtidin? Am I on Richtidin? I don't know what Richtidin is. You open one eye. Your attention turns to shouting upstairs, the door slamming. Typical. Get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. The second night. So we're in France. Do I need gas? Okay, so these are two of our suspects. Should we go talk to them? What is this monkey with bunny ears person? This person is in a costume. Oh, okay. I thought we had another. What do you think? Do we want no newspapers? Oh yeah, let's turn the radio on. You're trying to find something to listen to. Ooh, listen to the news. You happen upon nighttime news. In a vox pop about the judge, a bystander brings up the fact that the police are still not interested in the homeless man seen near the crime scene. You raise an eyebrow at this bit of news. You did not know that. I did not know that. Okay, so I got a clue. Oh, that reset the board. Oh, I lost the POI. Oh no, they're gone now too. Fuck. Alright, well. That was dumb. What's this? I guess we're gonna go here. I also can't get fired. So I have to make money. You park a few streets away from the Argentinian embassy. The embassy. Salty and bitter and strong. TOS! Uh-oh. I don't want to know. Talk to new people. Make friends. You park a few streets away from the Argentinian embassy. You wait there for your contact. Embassy. You sigh. It seems so odd to have a contact so excessive. Should have sent a poet. You get out of your taxi and walk towards the big metal gate. Clean lines. Really 20th century, maybe. Lots of wrought iron. I used to think that the term wrought iron was like R-O-D iron, like wrought iron. Like when people said it. I don't think I ever read it until I was an adult. Don't cry for me, Argentina. We had a suspect whose parents fled, or she fled from Argentina. Her parents were killed by a junta. The gate opens and someone moves towards you. They indicate you should follow them. The person's face is hidden by an oversized hoodie. Your heart starts beating faster. What if it was the judge? We're gonna follow. I will follow you. But Peru, you can cry away. You walk into a narrow covered passageway, probably the entrance to a parking garage. The man turns around and lights up a cigarette. Oh, it's a man, so it's not the cop that's blackmailing us. The lighter lights up his face for a second. A young man with curly hair, pale skin. He looks young. Very young. That'll be 250 euros. For the intel? Yeah, for the intel. He laughs, a strange guttural sound. What do you think it was, a date? Yeah, I'm lonely. You want information on Gorodiche? I've got info on Gorodiche. It'll cost you 250 euros. So what'll it be? I guess I'm gonna... Oh, bargain, baby. He raises his hands in front of his chest. His accent becomes stronger. No. It's 250 euros or nothing. If someone learns I fished around, they'll fire me on this spot. Alright, fine. Oh my god, that's all my money. That price, you hope the intel is good. You pay. I came here for the murder. I stayed for the murder. Listen up, because I'm not going to say it twice. Gorodiche is definitely a colonel from Junta.
One of the few that wasn't arrested and put on trial. He is responsible for torturing dozens of political opponents. He tortured and killed them. You know, we do not like him much here, but the rich Argentinians in Paris love him. They really respect him. Respected him. The difference doesn't seem important to him. Yeah, if it makes you happy, he looks back at you. There is one last thing. I read in the newspaper that Killer wrote a message in shock. Time's up. It was a slogan at the end of the junta. Ah, okay. A sort of wash word for the opponents. It was time for them to go. You get it?
I do. Totally get it. Not confused at all. A second later, you're back in your taxi with a hole in your wallet and a new information in one of those victims. I should be doing this like
And then I was back in my taxi cab. If you follow this lead, maybe your investigation will move forward. You start the car and get back to your shift.
Okay. Well, we got some awesome info, so that's good. Taloy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Welcome to the channel.
Do we need to make some money, but we don't have any of our suspects. Okay. Do we want Betty White? Do we want Uncle Jesse? Do we want Helena Bottom Carter? Do we want Among Us imposter? Do we want who was that guy that used to be the governor of New Mexico? That guy. Or do we want the man in the weird costume? Always Betty White? Oh, thanks, Michael, man. That's a fuckload of money if you're getting 20 euro to drive. Yeah, exactly. Betty White? Okay, not Uncle Jesse? Not John Stamos? We got John Stamos right here in front of us. All right, we'll go with Betty White. Always Betty White. I mean, we only have so much time with Betty White, let's just say.
The passenger who's entered your cab slams the door and stares at you intently.
Good evening. Oh god, she looks fucked up.
Are you kidding? That's how you want this to start?
She's pissed. She's so mad. Do we know each other? She gives a sour laugh.
Don't play innocent with me.
If I were to say to you, her voice is slightly raspy, with an oddly metallic sound. October 27th. That's the date. The night of the attack. The night you. Could this woman be the judge? That's not Betty White. That's not Betty White! I just realized that's not Betty White.
10:46 p.m. No, the attack took place later.
Does that ring a bell?
You nod your head.
I want to know, so I'm going to answer. Yes, it does, miss.
Don't you miss me? Not another word. She waggles an accusing finger at you.
Last October 27th, you were in this very cab, driving a fare, and you committed a crime.
That's right, monsieur. A crime.
A crime. That's right, a crime. Let her go on.
I spent the whole day working like an idiot for that rotten newspaper. Do you have any idea what I do for a living?
Town crier? Is there waggling an It should have. We won't miss you when you're gone. Oh my god. I mean, John Stamos has free time. That's true, Cabeza. That's true.
She heaves a sigh. Very funny, absolutely hilarious.
Her voice is increasingly aggressive. You can feel the anger bubbling inside of her.
I'm sub-editor, Mr. Taxi Driver. I correct mistakes, that bunch of moron journalists make. There isn't one, single one, not one, who knows how to write a proper sentence. I had it. I really had it. And on the night of October 27th, you cut me off.
What?
I almost died that night.
She grinds her teeth. You shudder.
I crashed my car. My boyfriend's car, that is. The same guy who made yet another comment about women drivers. The neighbors called the police that night. I made such a scene. To think the guy there calls himself a feminist.
She pauses for dramatic effect as a disturbing smile spreads over her face. I'll let her go. Her voice is suddenly noticeably quieter, almost fragile.
The next day, no more boyfriend. No more car. I messed up a job interview with the Maison News outlet. A paper where people who know how to write, where they follow the basic rules of French grammar. Imagine just for 1 minute, I could have stopped correcting copy for a bunch of morons.
She takes a deep breath.
But all because of you. Because of your cab. Everything changed the night of October 27th.
A sad, faraway look comes over her.
My life has never been the same since.
But her voice is bursting with fury and hatred.
Forced to go live with my mother while I went apartment hunting in this rotten city where tiny studios cost an arm and a leg.
Listen, that's not my fault.
So I started looking for you.
Oh God.
C'est le crème à la mode. She seems fun.
Join the club! Exactly. She doesn't even know what happened to me. Rules of French grammar? I know she's full of it. They have like a whole institution that polices their grammar. It's ridiculous, actually. I saw a really good Stephen Fry show about it. The back of your neck breaks into a sweat. You can feel cold, clammy droplets about to drip down your spine.
I started asking around. I bribed one of your colleagues into giving me your number.
A droplet of sweat starts sliding down your back. Oh my God, did we find the killer immediately?
Then I found your address. Your first one, that is.
You shiver as the drop reaches your boxers.
Oh, now we know. We were wondering.
We weren't sure. It was really up in the air. Boxers or briefs, but now we know. I like the freedom. You know, I don't like to be restricted.
But that is your business. What matters is I did eventually get your other address. The real one.
The droplet has reached your tailbone. You've started shaking. This game is now about the droplet of sweat as it travels down your body. That's the whole point of this game now. It's a droplet simulator.
At first, I admit, I was planning on going to your place.
She shrugs her shoulders. Her voice is softened a little.
Just maybe to spit in your face or something like that. And then I thought to myself, no, Ludivine. Maybe the guy deserves a chance. You never know. So you're going to apologize. Go on. Give it your all. Take your time. Take a deep breath.
We're not going to get paid, are we? We need money, girl. We're going to get fired. She breathes in deeply, then...
This is me waiting to exhale.
Exhales.
Like that.
Oh, this is like not a real apology. Tell her to leave. Oh, should we ask her to leave the taxi? I'm gonna ask her to leave the taxi. I don't have to sit here and take this. This isn't my fault. Sorry, shit happens, lady. Shit happens. Le Walkman, monsieur. Look at this map. Yeah, where are we going? We're like off. I'm in the ocean. Oh my god, we're in the Seine. How to refuse to adopt words like Walkman and invent new... Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. They're like pissed off at French rappers or African rappers that speak French because French people start using these terms that they create in slang, and they refuse to officially recognize it as French, which is somewhat racist, first of all, but also just stupid. She knows where she lives and seems unstable. She might find you're bored of dead people. Oh my god, yes. Should we apologize?
I got you something.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fixio, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Samus. Y'all throw some hippity hap in the dippity dap chap. Some hap in the chap. For Fixio gifting a sub to Samus Aranon. Samus, enjoy your emotes. And thank you, Fixio. I appreciate it. Also, y'all go give Fixio a follow. He's super great and fantastic. I think you would like him quite a lot. Hold on. I've got a button for you. Shabam. Yeah, maybe we should tell her about it. I'm sorry, but I don't remember that night. Not memorable enough for you, huh? No, I've forgotten what happened that night. She freezes. A few minutes later, after I met you, I was attacked. Attacked by the judge. The serial killer. It's you. You survived. Yeah. A host of conflicting feelings flicker across her face. Doubt, surprise, anger, the desire to slap you. Whoa, I read all of that. I could read that just from her expression. Then she falls back against the car seat, all her anger somehow gone. I did not know. The police wanted to keep it all a secret. I didn't see the killer's face and he didn't see mine. For my own protection. For my peace of mind. The newspaper where I work, they're looking for you. We have a reporter looking for you. The last few months have been difficult for you. Really difficult. Oh look, her face changed. Also, you need to wash your hair. Okay, I'll actually sincerely apologize. I'm still sorry. Even if I don't remember anything, even though I was attacked, it doesn't change anything about... You can't find the right words. Maybe because you imagine for a moment, a normal night, how things should have been. Passengers, rides in Paris, a tourist heading to Mauritius or something. And your cigarettes, cheap packs of beer, the little radio next to your bed. Your passenger clears her throat. She's noticed your mind is elsewhere. Merci. All her anger is evaporated. No more looks that could kill, simmering rage or grinding teeth. My boyfriend was a jerk anyway, and then this job, maybe it isn't too great. She gives you a little smile. I tend to get all worked up about things. You'd noticed. The narrator in this game's hilarious. Although I assume in French it's worse. Oh, wait, what? Also sounds like English? What are you talking about? No serial here, it's all been murdered! Oh, thanks, Michael Man. The serial killer may never be truly found. This takes place in Paris, so, yeah. Wait, what's up, Moogie? And sometimes I like to take things a little too far.
That too.
In Paris, I guess we are too quick to forget about being nice to each other, about being polite, and for a taxi driver, you're a real sweetheart. Wow, she 180. So I've been drinking. You mean that hasn't been you narrating? No, it is me narrating. No, it has been me. I'm just saying the writing of the narrator is hilarious.
She gives a short laugh.
This is what I suggest. I'm going to exit the cab. I'm going to go for a little walk around in the cold to get my mind off things. Maybe she'll pay me. And then, when I get home, I'll destroy all the information I have on you. Is that okay with you?
You nod yes.
Thank you.
The word echoes for a minute through the taxi. Your passenger reaches for the door. The door opens, then closes. You're alone in the taxi, your head spinning slightly as if you'd had a drink. Just one, but something really strong. You briefly try to remember that night. Nothing. Nothing but a vague impression of something behind you. The killer's silhouette. A fleeting presence. You shake your head. There's nothing more than before. If you'd only had turned around, everything would have been easier. If you had seen the face of... All at once, you start the cab.
Okay, hopefully that's not the end, because, we didn't make any money. Alright, we've got... John Stamos is over here now. Who is this? We decided who that was. This person's, like, hard to see. These people, they don't know how to pose for a picture. She looks upset. We could drive across all of Paris to get those other ones. So maybe we go for John Stamos this time. Actually, he's been lip syncing this whole time. Yep, I'm just an expert lip syncer. Stamos! We're getting Stamos. She did not pay me for my time. Oh, look at that big chunk of time that's gonna take out. All right, we're only gonna make 50 euros back. That's okay. Charles de Gaulle, make it snappy.
The passenger who settles into the back seat could be a male model. It's John Stamos, Uncle Jesse. You remember him from your youth. You had a big crush on him. You had a picture of him by your bedside.
If you can Stamos, always Stamos. Well, you said Betty White last time. Also, what was up with Betty White? We didn't actually pick up... Oh, did I just click a random one last time? Did I not click... Or did she jump in my car before I could get to Betty White? Is that what happened?
He asked for you to take him to Charles de Gaulle Airport. His voice is mild and pleasant. You sense your passenger wants to talk about the killer.
How do I sense that? Am I telepathic?
It's simple. Since the first murderer, everyone thinks they know something. Everyone thinks they saw something. And this passenger is no exception.
Ooh, I got a clue.
You watch him in your rearview mirror as he adjusts his clothes, checks his breath, obviously primping. You drive people to the airport all the time. They bring along a suitcase or a bouquet of flowers. Your passenger doesn't have either. He's looking at himself in the rearview mirror. His lips part. He runs his tongue over his teeth.
Nothing's stuck in my teeth, right?
You shake your head no. You wonder why he's getting to the airport.
You're wondering why I'm going to the airport, aren't you?
No.
Me? What? No. No problem, I get it. But it isn't actually a dumb question. It's also a secret.
His voice has changed, as if he were about to deliver a speech.
Women today are too smart for us men.
Secret plan, revenge on my
It's a secret! He can read minds! Make our Full House dreams come true! Too smart. They're on to us the minute we try to hit on them. Alright, this is a creep. Do not like him. He crinkles his nose as if he were a bad smell in the cab. There are dozens of books on how to get lucky, on how to score, but they all make the same mistake. Do you know what the mistake is I'm talking about? I'm paraphrasing. They're stupid? Wait, who's stupid? I'm gonna ignore him. They're written by men? Drives off the bridge. Look, that's James Dean. You need to put in the tabloids. He's not dead. He's alive! I've got news for you. Yeah, exactly. I'll go they're written by men. I don't see why that's a problem after all. Deer don't write books on hunting, do they? Okay. Get out of my cab. He smirks. It's the smirk of a sexist prick.
No.
It's the smirk of a man who will not get laid and doesn't deserve anything. No, let me tell you. All those books about hitting on women never tell you where the best hunting grounds are. Gross! A theatrical pause. Airports. Ew! Another theatrical pause. It's brilliant, right? Women in airports are lonely, emotional, and available. On the street, they're always in a hurry, don't have the time, and the movies or museums, they don't want to be disturbed. Yeah, doy. Maybe you should leave them alone, Phil. But at the airport, he's clearly very proud of himself. You remain silent. He crinkles his nose and sniffs again. Is it me, or is there a funny smell in your cab? You sniff too. Sorry, I don't smell anything. Oh, wait, no, that's right. I do smell Axe body spray, desperation, and a small penis. Sorry, I shouldn't. Small penis joke. I shouldn't. Smells like douchery. I've seen this episode of How to Meet Your Mother. Wow. Get out of my cab and get under it. It's called Dracar Noir. He shrugs, then goes back to his monologue. Personally, I prefer older women. Gross, you're gross, I don't like you. I'm gonna interrupt him. Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you a personal question? No, of course not at all. Anything to help you understand my game plan. Why does he want me to know? Do you really need to go through all that? Oh yeah, here we go. Do you realize you're a total asshole? Sorry? That's no way to treat people. We're talking about scoring here. No need to get all worked up. It's not like anyone died or anything. There's a slight tremor in his voice. What was that wavering, sir? What was that waver about? Suddenly, the channel changes and you're no longer watching Full House. It's now a dark episode of Northern Exposure they didn't tell you about. Oh my god. When does the murder option come up? I am an ex-murderer, apparently. If they don't want to give you their number, they don't give me their number. Yeah, I bet that happens a lot. Oh, sorry. I don't think you can say that. Oh, maybe we don't want that term permitted, but I can fix that later. I never insist. Thank you, agent. And a lot of guys do stuff that is a lot worse, right? Oh, okay. We're just gonna say other people are worse than me, so it's okay. Enough of this feminist bullshit theory. Pickup artist, I got an achievement for this asshole. The cab pulls up to the drop-off point. Your passenger pays the fare in a hurry. He climbs out of the cab, then turns around somewhat hesitant. To be perfectly honest, you shouldn't talk to your passengers like that. His voice takes on an unpleasant whining tone. It's not very professional. If I had an app, I'd give you a bad rating. He squares his shoulders and he's about to walk off. And you should wash your cab too, it smells like shit. So do you, my friend. So do you. That's just what you smell like. You're just smelling yourself. It's not a competition to be the worst, Phil. He walks away. Under the sole of his right shoe, you catch a slight dark brown spot. He literally has shit on his shoes. I have to go wash my car now, Phil. Because you're a mess. Because you're a fucking mess. Wow. Round of applause for Phil, y'all. For being an actual shitty person. GG, Phil. GG. GG, Phil. God. The passenger disappears into the airport. You roll down the backseat window and start up the cab because it smells like shit in my car now. And he only paid me $50 fucking dollars. Thanks, Bluebirds. He pooped in your cab. He couldn't smell it over the smell of being up his own ass. Wow. He complained. He's like, something smells bad in here. Yeah, it's you, Phil. It's your attitude and you. Look, there he is again. All right, this is one of our victims, our suspects. I'm gonna say we should go get that suspect. Hopefully we make some money on it too. The POI! Away him! He has a dark brown spot in his mouth too. Oh my god. From talking that shit. This is Hervé Caillou. Hey pal, can you help me out? Sure. The door opens. It's Hervé, a homeless man, like hundreds of others in Paris. You've known each other for years, and every now and then he asks a favor of you to drive him someplace. Wait, I know him? As usual, he greets you quietly, though he always seems a little on edge. Hey, buddy. What's up, pup? He has a strange verbal tick you've never really understood. You start the cab. The passenger in the back seat is whistling a funny tune. He's in a pretty good mood. You look good, Hervé. It takes effort to fail that hard, yeah. Hey, Spooky Kirby, what's up? I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, thanks. Some days are like that. Everything goes your way. Hey, belly is full, your buddies are around to help you, you're not cold. He gives you a smile. And then you get good news. Oh, really? Really? Something you're glad to hear. Well, out with it then. Well, it's my ex-wife. She got married again. A real love story and all that, just like the way we like them. It's nice for her. It's good that he's happy about it. He clicks his tongue briefly and rolls his eyes. Yeah, it's nice. She deserves to be happy. In the rearview mirror, your passenger's face clouds over as if what he was saying had just sunk in. Suddenly, between clenched teeth, he hisses. Whore. Oh my god, you look up. Really? Huh? I thought you said something. No, uh-oh. Don't know if I like this. He gives you a toothy grin. Suddenly, Hervé opens the cab door. You can pull up over here. I don't want you to get you into any trouble. The guys in the squat can be a little on edge, Hedge. You park the car and Hervé opens the door. Good night and thanks again, Ken. He gives you a smile. A moment later, Hervé vanishes into the graffiti-covered building. An imposing Art Deco facade mesmerizes you for a moment. What the fuck was that? And then you start the cab. Hey, what's up, Mershra? You're hungry? Are we going to get dinner? Oh, let me take all the profits from that. Okay, that was really weird. Okay, let's go get this person of interest. That was bizarre. Oh, Can we listen to the radio on the way? You're trying to find someone. Oh, hold on. That takes time, doesn't it? Whoops. I shouldn't have done that. We just lost that POI. Oh, well. Does that include being paid? Yeah. Nope. Burritos. I want some burritos. Your finger is poised in front of the car radio. You're trying to find something else to listen to. Should we listen to news? We'll probably get some info if we listen to news, but I want to see what happens if we listen to music. You almost never listen to music in your cab, but you've preset 5 stations you like. Jazz, baby! You recognize the tune immediately. It's Brazilian, a bossa nova. Young and really young and lonely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes each one, she passes goes, ah. Some days you want to go where everyone knows your name. They're always glad you. Oh hell, no, not like this. Oh God, stop. It makes you think of sun, the beach. You dream about going to Brazil. You've drawn to it. You fantasize about it. The background beat played on the piano comes and goes while you're from where you're sitting, letting the orchestra take the lead from time to time. Sweet Caroline. And sometimes the drums steal a spotlight. They settle in, getting louder and louder, and pull back to let the soft strings be heard. Superb. The tap of the dial. You cut off the radio and let silence fill your cab. Well, fuck. No more Santa Claus. Anonymous, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Spooky Kirby. Can we throw some hap in the chat for Anonymous gifting that sub out to Spooky Kirby? We're now 3 subs away from getting horny on stream. That's right, I said it. I said it. Okay, we have Alan Alda, Santa Claus. Who else? Who else? Just some other randos. Enjoy Spooky Kirby. Enjoy your emotes. You're always horny and you know it. I'm not horny. Look, I've got my horns right here. Where are they? I've got my horns right here. I got these horns. And I got some other horns. Here they are. And I got these horns. But what does that mean? Did you all know that Think Geek is dead? No, what's Think Geek? Is that a website? Oh, GameStop. I thought GameStop was dead too, no? Don't they keep saying they're going out of business? Hey, what's up, Grim Afro? Y'all should give Grim Afro a follow if you don't already. They're fantastic, amazing, and wonderful. You would love their channel. GameStop doesn't even have their stuff anymore? Whoa. What? Oh. Oh, thank you so much for that cast command. I appreciate it. Hold on. What did you say? What did you say? Came into, well, fuck, no more Santa Claus, and now I'm worried about Christmas now too. Oh, no. Wait, Santa's there. Santa's here. Should we go say hi to Santa? Or Alan Alda. He's really far away, though. We shouldn't do that. Santa Claus? Young and lonely, the girl from Geeky Tees? Oh. Machete, Santa Claus, Slim Shady? I would rather not pick up Slim Shady. It really is Santa. Champs-Élysées, I think. Yeah. He doesn't know where he wants to go. Your next passenger smells like beer. What's with the smelly passengers today? We have Shit Stain, and now we have Beer Santa. This is Bad Santa. This is literally, what's his name? Who's that guy that played Bad Santa? Anyway, these are my horns. These are my horns. These are my horns. These are my horns. Good riddance. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that about that. Okay. No, it's even worse. It's like every single fiber of the Santa suit has been soaking in a keg. Ew. Billy Bob. Yeah, that's right.
Come on, dash away.
His breath is 96% brandy. Brandy! What a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, my sailor. Okay. In the sea. Your eyes are starting to sting.
I'm parked somewhere in the Champs-Élysées. Oh, shit. The name of the street is,
His head is spinning. He does his best to hang on to the door.
Pass, it'll come back to me. Go ahead, drive.
You start driving and silently wonder how to ask your passenger if he's had enough money to cover the fare. You glance back at your passenger. He's mumbling to himself, but you can't quite make out what he's saying. Christmas is over, so why is he still dressed up? You have a nice evening, Sir Claus?
Oh, fabulous.
A smile spreads across his face.
And I really needed it.
Santa poopa in your car? No! I don't want Santa poop in my car. No, thank you. I'd rather have coal, please. Do we know why the killer is called the Judge? We don't know. Well, maybe we did know and I forgot. At the end of this night, though, we can go look at all of our stuff. But we don't know. He lowers his voice. He's confiding in you.
After working my ass off all year long, I like to hit my favorite pubs. I get monumentally wasted.
Santa's edition. Hey, what's up, Death Star? I did too, Grim Emperor, but at least he's saying he doesn't want to be with Brandy, right? So she doesn't have to stay with that asshole. He guffaws.
Here in Paris, there's a bunch of bistros perfect for such an occasion. No one talks to you and they have a white wine so dry it eats away at the inside of your mouth. And so many different types of brandy, pear brandy, cognac.
He closes his eyes in the delight.
And sometimes I order one eeny weeny beer and I just pour it all over my suit to cleanse the palate.
He's gonna bring out the claws. Ah! Oh, I get it. If it was real, wait, if what was real? The judge? Santa does judge children in a way, right? If that was real, you think Santa's gonna kill me right now? He's almost whispering.
Okay, it's usually not one of them fancy microbrews there.
He jumps.
Oops, but don't tell anyone, okay? Or you won't be getting presents this year. Just imagine if people found out Santa Claus thought the beer tasted like piss.
Oh my god. He laughs a sparkling laugh. When he stops, it's just to throw out non-committally. Is that a word?
Anyway, you can't say anything anymore. Honestly, with all the people I go to, people should just leave me the fuck alone. All those fair weather activists, they still want their little snot-nosed miracles to get past the latest stupid They still want their little snot-nosed miracles to get the latest stupid toy.
Is this actual Santa? In this world, does Santa actually exist? And is this him?
Oh hey, speaking of snot-nosed kids, what is with that manure pile of a generation?
Oh no, back in Santa's day.
50 years back, you could give a kid a book and he'd go on about it his whole life, all starry-eyed. But today's little whiners, what an eyesore, am I right? Fucking hell! They all want to have it all, but they don't like anything. They all have GSMs when they're 8.
What the fuck's a GSM? Okay, Boomer Santa.
Those things cost a whole month's wages. How can you possibly make them happy after that? How?
Maybe Santa, maybe Christmas shouldn't be about buying them stuff. Did you think about that? Maybe Christmas should be a feeling. of giving and of participating in family tradition and not about buying something for someone. How about that, Santa? How about that? Maybe material possessions aren't the root of Christmas in the first place. General sense of motivation? Hey, what's up, Smurfo? Y'all should be following Smurfo Taco as well. A fantastic streamer and beautiful human whom you would love. It's all about the presents. sorry, Grim Afro, sorry. The Taxi Cab Confession Santa. Oh, if that's a real game, that would be great. Just giving me the speech today? Oh no, Star! Is your dad drunk Santa? I hope not. I'm sure that your dad is not drunk Santa. Good night, Just Playing. Thank you so much for that raid. And have a wonderful, wonderful night. See you soon. Christmas is about Jesus' birthday, which was not on December 25th, but it's still about that. Thank you, Agent, for that cast command. I appreciate you. Beefy, meaty tacos. Whoa. Mr. Tacos! He's staring at you, waiting for you to answer. Look at this 1,000-yard stare, too. Damn, stop looking at me, Santa. What did he say? He asked me a question, didn't he? I'm not gonna answer. He waits 5 seconds or so, then... That's what I thought! Even adults don't know anymore! Oh, what can make them happy? So they shower kids with enough plastic presents to cover the entire polar ice cap! I mean, have you seen the state of the ice cap these days? I think this is really Santa. I just have to say, in universe, Santa is real, and he's right here in my taxi cab. Have you? Huh? Because there's not much of it left. We all know Santa would be like a complaining old conservative asshole, right? He pauses. Now, I can't say it's all bad. I don't have as many polar bears coming into my yard. Damn nasty beasts, vicious, mean. I'm not sad to be rid of them. He's really talking about reindeer? He heaves alongside through his beard. Before, things were different. I hate that things changed throughout my lifetime, make me have to, learn about stuff that I didn't do before. I hate it. It's just hard for me to accept that stuff isn't the same as when I was a child. Tears form in the corner of his eyes. Shit, I can't talk about the past without crying like a little girl. Okay, your gendered language is not appreciated, Santa. It's definitely not a pagan holiday. They wanted to appease the non-Christians. They essentially whitewashed it. Yeah, exactly. Not drunk, or probably Santa, but yeah, the whole cut your hair, get a yeah, exactly, Death Star. Mine do. Jesus pooped in my taxi, so I feel like it's still fair play. Wait. Cabeza, Jesus pooped in your taxi? I think you need to write a memoir. He throws you a sideways glance. This literally is old man shakes fist at son or whatever. What is that headline from The Simpsons? No need to stare. You don't even have time to react and he starts back into his rant. I remember you, To tell the truth, I remember everyone. Every single... Is this legitimately Santa? Like actual Santa? I have no reason to think the world that this game is set in has a real Santa, and he is this person here in my taxi. Like, for real. Everything he said checks out that he's actually Santa. He yells at clouds. Oh my god. Shakes fist at clouds. You were an angry one. So terribly angry. You let your feelings take you to the dark side. Don't worry though, the elves handle all that for me. I really think this is Santa. This is Santa. We're talking to Santa. You could hear a hint of disgust in his voice when he brought up the elves. So Santa's also racist against elf kind.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have time to do nothing. Yeah, you were just furious.
It's like someone punched you in the stomach. Oh my god. Half the people I know want to make me want to drink. Imagine knowing everyone. That is true. That is a good point. But Santa was just one of us. Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger in a bus taxi trying to make his way home. This is true. Why does he need to ride home? Do you need to be sober to ride a flying sleigh? There's no traffic. Poor clouds. Always getting abstract death threats. Yeah, they really are. Eggnog farts. Can I get an exclamation point no for Death Star Taco, please? Someone got the reference? Oh, yes. What if God was?
No.
Should we just let Santa drive drunk, though? No, we don't want him to drive drunk. The reindeer can come pick him up, although apparently he hates the reindeer now.
Your brother was giving you hell.
See, he knows about my brother. Someone wrenching your gut.
Man, what a...
He suddenly thinks of something and stops talking. His gaze wanders outside.
Yeah, anyway, let's talk about something else.
How did you know all of that?
You still don't get who I am?
You stare at him in the rearview mirror. Dad?
Look, kid, I'm not gonna spell it out for you. S-A-N-T... Oh. And something tells me you'd rather avoid the subject. A little something called... jail?
Another punch to the stomach.
So there's your Christmas present. We're not gonna talk about it.
He smiles, opens his eyes wide.
Wait, I think we're almost there. Slow down a bit, kid.
He searches outside for... You looking for your car?
My car? Yeah, right, I work out of a convertible. Roof open and everything.
He guffaws again.
Shouldn't be hard to spot. There's the sleigh and a couple half-dozen reindeer.
He heaves a funny sigh.
I'm sure it's like in an alley somewhere. Oh, right, over there. Turn right.
You obey and go up a street you were on a few seconds before. A few meters down, your passenger stifles a yelp.
Oh shit, it was right here! Drive around the block.
Turn again, and back your passenger is mumbling.
I'm gonna have to get one of those thingamajigs, a GPS. It'll help me find my sleigh more easily.
You eventually pull over in an alley. No light, a few empty office buildings, and some trash cans that haven't been emptied for a few days.
Kid, sorry about before. I didn't mean, to bring up any sore points.
He pays his fare.
Watch your back, kid.
He gets out and slams the door. He slips on the wet sidewalk. Grabs onto a street lamp. With a heavy and awkward step, he clumps along the alley. Oh, should we stay? I want to stay and see if he's really Santa. We're gonna hear fucking sleigh bells. Is he trying not to pay? Is this Gritty Rebanning Hallmark channel that has been... He's gonna jump! No. Santa removes his hat and peels off his mask. Reaching inside his coat, he pulls out a unique gun from the 70s. No! You didn't know? There was a guy who tried to assassinate McKinley, I think, President McKinley, and he was dressed up as Santa with a cast on his arm, but in the cast he had a gun. Isn't that ridiculous? Super bizarre. It's 70s Paris? No, it's modern Paris? Modern? I don't know how modern, but like at least 90s or sooner, or more recent. I feel like it's supposed to be like whenever this game was made, which is probably a few years ago. Or if not this year, I don't know when this game was made. But we have one clue, Death Star. We have one clue that the gun that was used, or at least used in one of the killings that we're investigating, was from the 70s. So, is he skinny in France? I didn't know that. Wait until your 40s. Wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna stay. Yeah, he did talk about an app, like an Uber app. You sit for a moment watching him. Oh, they moved the camera. At the end of the alleyway, he starts rummaging through a pile of boxes, pushes a trash can on wheels aside, and disappears. A few minutes go by and nothing. You turn the key and start driving again. You open the window for a second, hoping to get rid of the alcohol fumes. Something tells you they'll stick around for a while. Damn it! I thought we were gonna hear, like, sleigh bells. They baited me. They totally baited me. Okay, I have to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. I might make some hot cocoa, too. Do Parisians leave stuff for Santa? I don't know. I know nothing about... I know that they have the log. I've made a log before. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. A lot. It's like a chocolate cake log. That's all I know about French Christmas. Anyway, I'll be right back. Give me just one moment. I'm gonna start some hot cocoa as well. Okie dokie. Chocolate log? I don't know what they call it. Some kind of chocolate cake that's in the shape of a log. Okay, do we have any cool people to pick up? I only have... Well, I have enough gas, but I only have so much time. So why don't we get this... Well, oh, I already clicked on it. So I guess we're going to this person. Angelique de Fondemière. I have to get back to the 16th of October. The next passenger getting into your cab enters in a cloud of extremely heavy perfume. Gross! I hate that shit. Made a prison snowbird? Wait, what? Opportunity to totally blackmail Santa for the really good stuff? Oh my god. French Saint Nick is skinny and wears a Pope hat. Oh, I have seen that. I don't remember that. I think I've seen it though. Is that just a French Santa? They don't have regular Santa? Wonder what happens when you run out of gas. I think I can't click on things because it shows that when I click on it how much of time it's going to take, but we'll see. It is a well-known scent, one you often see advertised on the Champs-Élysées. The woman must be in her 50s. She has impeccable posture. The fur she wears around her neck must be worth several days' pay. Steal it. Oh, she opens her mouth. Good evening. Before you start driving, I just need to tell you something very... She purses her lips, attempting to stifle the word that is about to come out, then raises a finger. Merde! Ha! She continues to look at you. Wait, it became Russian suddenly. She continues to look at you. She continues to look at you, the same smile frozen on her face. She's just shouted gibberish at you, but her face hasn't budged. It's like she isn't even aware of what she said. She purses her lips even harder. Aye, doggy foreskin! I don't know if this game's gonna be problematic. Yeah, if this is someone with Tourette's. Let's make sure that we... Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's not exploitative or whatever. She shakes her head. I am truly sorry. Please hear me out. You are so taken aback you find nothing to say. I just usually I have a apprehension about stuff like that in media. It tends to be not well done, but we'll see. I am suffering from a major emotional trauma. It seems to have triggered a very strong verbal episodes. They're exhausting, to be honest. I hope you can understand. Please know that I do not believe a single word that I am saying. She smiles. Tiny dick! It is my husband. She shrugs. Married for 25 years, 2 kids, a house on the coast, all sorts of fun plans for the future, then... A sad smile flashes across her face. Sweet Anita? The Green Mile. Oh, I never saw The Green Mile. Oh my god, Samus. Eat shit! She stares at you. I'll just start driving. You bite your cheek and avoid laughing. Yeah, I wouldn't want to laugh though. With a bit of luck, your passenger won't say anything for the remainder of the ride. Your passenger heaves a sigh. I hope it does not bother you too much. For a second, you don't know if she's talking about, but then... Wench! Some days are harder than others. It must surprise people. Oh, it does. It's more the teasing. You see, cauliflower-shaped anus. She looks away for a second, disgusted by her own coarseness. Our neighbor's son. She shakes her head. It's a long story. They're expats, Chinese. She works for Chanel, I think, and he for a big important company, export company. I can't remember its name. Transatlantic Sodomite! Something like that anyway. She sighs. She's getting annoyed with herself. Their only son used to come here get help with his French from my husband and me. Now that we're separated, regret! He still comes around. But he films me. Oh, he's discreet about it, of course. He slips his phone into the front pocket of his blazer and films me. He must think it's funny. An old lady who swears and calls everyone... She stops, purses her lips. When she opens her mouth again, she is glassy-eyed. Maybe he even shares them with all of China. Shitty-ass regret! Yeah, this music is odd. What's going on here? Sweet Anita is a streamer with Tourette's. Oh, really? That's awesome.
Her mind wanders for a second.
We don't really have an idea what goes on over there. My daughter said it might have become a thick internet star there. You raise your eyes to look at your passenger. The last syllable hangs in the air, oddly accentuated. I doubt they'd broadcast that.
Her voice becomes screechy.
You think? I don't know anything about any of that. It's beyond me.
She raises her eye abruptly to look at you.
And plus, Gatsby! And plus, it's not a good influence on his boy. He's learning swear words. That's no way to learn a language. Especially not French. The most pure and perfect language that there is. This music is weird and it's loud. It's much louder than the other music was. The language of love. The language of poetry, of ballads.
She smiles a very sad smile at you.
Dick Cheese! Oh, he's a great musician. Do you all know Dick Cheese? He does wonderful covers. I'm gonna grab my hot cocoa. It's done. French. The French. Oui, oui. On peut. Jeu de fromage. He's French, right? Yeah, I guess so. It does seem like they all have their own sounds. They probably recycle some of the music, I would assume. But she's like old and proper.
Her smile vanishes.
That is why I'm no longer seeing my grandchildren. My son thinks it's better and we wait until it passes. I think he's right.
She stares right into your eyes. You can tell she does not believe what she just said.
Oh, I haven't seen his WAP cover. That's hilarious. I bet it's wonderful. It's not because of the divorce? Oh, wow. It's getting right to it, buddy. The separation, you mean?
She seems caught off guard.
No! No, of course not. What a ridiculous idea, bastard!
She lets a little laugh, clearly designed to end the discussion. You're not far from your destination. In the back, your passenger is dousing herself with perfume.
What? All of these? Hold on. They've all had smells, by the way. Is that something I should be paying attention to?
The smell is dizzying, overpowering, oppressive.
Does this bother you?
It's quite strong.
My apologies.
She blushes briefly.
I've been wearing this hairy-ass perfume for 25 years. It's such a part of me, I don't even notice it anymore. Yeah, I can tell. It's part of the first present my husband gave me. Might be time for a change.
Change?
My perfume? Underfucked!
Why?
Pourquoi? No, forget it.
You pull up in front of her building. She hands you the fare, but doesn't move.
Everything okay? Oui, it's just, I'm always anxious about going home so late. No one is there. Okay, I'm not gonna scream that in my apartment. No lights on. Every noise seems suspicious. I'm also not gonna scream that in my apartment.
She pauses.
Could you wait until I'm home before you leave?
Her voice suddenly very deep.
has a tone that makes your hair stand on end. I really have to get going, ma'am. I haven't given you your tip yet. Son of a bitch! She closes her eyes. Her voice is pitiful. S'il vous plaît. Fine, I'll stay here a bit. Merci. Your passenger leaves the taxi and walks toward the lobby of her building. You watch her every move as she walks. I just drove away. As she walks, the dark meters between your taxi and the door. You chose not to mention that you do this for all your clients. Oh, I do? Since the attack. I didn't know that. Since you got hurt. Since you can't sleep like you used to anymore. She waves to you as the door closes. You have just enough time to get a glance of the white marble and shiny copper stairwell. The door slams. Alright. Well, I think we're done, right? No? Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, it showed me I didn't have enough money or enough time left. The French? Do even French flow? Do they even French flow? Alright, so I met her. You confessed to Ludwig that you were one of the killer's victims. Ooh, is that a bad thing? But they ended up okay. I need to check the Pasidex. I have met Phil. Oh no. Are we gonna meet Phil again? I was straight with him. First time ever. I met Elf. I met Santa. Santa talked about my brother, which was creepy. I did not find Santa's sleigh. Okay, I knew that there was a real Santa sleigh. I knew it. You have met Angelique? Doesn't she look like she has a mustache? It's just her upper lip. She's got Kim Possible lips. And ran his ass over. I should have. I should have. Oh, okay. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't read that. It's thick and heavy. What's thick and heavy? You can just make out your name written in thick black marker on the front. Oh, I must have gotten some intel. Your real name. Bruce Wayne. You take a deep breath and go inside. In the envelope, you find more information, just as Busset promised. Excuse me. 4 more clues! Excuse me, I found nothing. Did we find anything interesting that would go with our investigation? I feel like we didn't find anything. Good night. There was an envelope by the drain pipe. Okay. You look at the new evidence on the table. It'll take you a while to read everything carefully. Night call! Hey, what's up, Naughty? Night trap! It's been weird enough for... Oh, are you going to bed, Cabeza? Or... Oh, no, you're just saying we got enough intel. We didn't need more. Your neighbor flushes the toilet. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see the pipe shake. You sigh and get to work. Alright, let's see. Picture of the crime scene. So, here's my thing. I can't, like, look at this stuff. When I investigate it, it just goes on the board, so... Like, I don't think these are supposed to be detailed, really. New investigation location. Oh, I don't have enough time to read these. Oh, I only have so much time at home. Okay, that's cool. I should have paid attention to that, though. Okay. Killer fought victim number 1. Where did I get that? From a cop. Okay. Victim number 3. Known to have tortured prisoners. Why is that Because her parents lost in a junta. Okay. In the junta. Killer's height is over a meter. Killer's height is under a meter 80. Okay. Killed with one bullet in the neck. Am I supposed to be connecting stuff? Left messages on the first 3 crime scenes. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Time management minigame. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Good skill in solving the cases as taxiing, and it maybe. See y'all later. Have a good night, Death Star. Don't think I understood your comment. Good skill in solving the case as taxiing. It may... Oh, as taxiing? I get it. As taxing. See you later, Death Star. Okay, it's very sensitive, the mouse right here. Spent bullet case. I feel like I need more info, though. Because all this I got from a cop. So this is just coming from... Wait, source location. Oh, okay. Known to have tortured prisoners. So that intel that we got of the location gave us this, I guess? Somehow? Because there was torture? Same with this one. Crime scene 3 linked to the process? Message on crime scene 3 linked to the process. I don't know what the process is. That must be something that I don't know. There's a lot on Claudia, so maybe we should try to talk to Claudia. This is not attached to anything. Homeless rat man seen around crime scene 2 and 3. You deserve this. And the reason that I don't know why they're connected to you deserve this, but these are the 2 that have connections to the drug. Got health issues after Richtadin health scandal, and this one, his mom got health issues after Richtadin health scandal, so I guess you deserve this. Is the victim must have had something to do with the drug? We'll have to see. I only have 6 hours, but I can't read these. I thought I could read them all. Otherwise, I would have checked which ones were which before I read them. So, did the killer know that you weren't dead? Did the killer leave a message at your crime scene? I don't know. It said that earlier. It said that I didn't see the killer's face, and the killer didn't see my face for my protection. And I don't know what that means. For my protection. So I don't know. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. This is also supposed to be easy mode. Or I went normal mode. This is supposed to be the easiest case. There's 4 other cases, I think, or 3 other cases. You pull open the sofa bed, which unfolds with an unpleasant creak. You collapse onto the mattress. Don't smoke in bed. Literally very dangerous. Don't sleep in bed. Don't sleep in bed. No, don't smoke in your bed. It's really dangerous. Incredibly dangerous. People die that way. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. You open one eye. You stretch slowly. It's already nighttime out. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 3! Night call! Okie dokie. We're gonna try to find what's her name. I already forgot her name. Here's the guy whose mom had health issues due to the drugs. So maybe we should talk to him first. Let's do it. I'm in bed right now! Just don't smoke in bed and you'll be fine. to not see your face, so if you see you again, they won't recognize you. That's good for your protection. But like, it said it almost as if the killer did it for my protection, right? Like there was a motivation behind me not seeing it or something. Pierre Bataz is too drunk to drive. Uh-oh. You pull up in front of the address the central office gave you. A crepe joint. Quite popular by one of the looks of this... quite a popular one by the looks of the line spilling out the door onto the sidewalk. 100% of people who die in bed were in bed when they died. This is true. This is true. You sit for a moment. The door opens and a group of 30-somethings come into view. All of the men and women are dressed alike, sporty, running shoes, jeans, small shoulder bags. They're officers from a Paris anti-crime squad in plain clothes. You sigh. They're brutish types. Ones who like to race, tackle, clobber. Apparently I'm driving by very quickly. Ones who ruin the afternoons you spent wandering around your Paris routines. After a bit, one of them pulls away from the group and comes over to your taxi. He opens the door and collapses into the back seat. Excuse me. He is stocky and of Asian descent. You can see his muscles through his thick winter clothes. You want to make out with him. You do. You make out all night. It's the best night of your life. He smells like crepes and hard cider. His face is bright and red. Again, you want to make out with him, so you do. Hey, what's up? I live near towns. He chuckles as one of his colleagues rushes over to the taxi and pulls an imaginary gun from his coat. Okay, not a fun joke. He points at the badge and screams at you with a big smile on his face. What a douchebag! Yeah. The other cop eventually backs off and you drive away. Sorry, man. We were having a going away for a party for a colleague. And celebrating Christmas, too. Wait. Isn't Christmas over? Didn't we just talk about how Christmas was over? No worries. Your passenger smiles, then puts his finger to the back of his temples. I drank too much. Merde. It's a good thing you only pick up one fare at a time. Yeah, that's true. I'm a lightweight and they knew it. I think they were trying to loosen up my tongue. I want to loosen your tongue with my tongue, sir. I mean, what? His behavior changes abruptly, like he's just seen a ghost. One question. Yes? Do taxi drivers have some sort of policy or ethics code? What? No. No beer run. Are you getting a beer? Is that what's happening, Naughty? Yes, of course we do. Yes. He smiles. Parfait. Because I don't know who to talk to about this, and I don't know. You look like a nice guy. He shakes his head in his hands. I killed someone. Cocoa run. I just drank all of that cocoa all at once. It's gone now. Fucking shit. I've been lying to my colleagues for years. I joined the squad 8 years ago and they think I'm in a relationship with a woman who lives in Strasbourg. And that we're going to get married. He makes a strange yelping noise, like an air bubble bursting on the surface of a river. As soon as they get too close to Strasbourg, I start making up stories. We've almost broken up 10 times. I convinced them we're trying to have a kid, but it hasn't worked yet. Yeah, exactly, Snarky Bear. Make out option game. Come on, make it happen. Fuck. Saying it out loud is just the worst. His eyes are getting shiny. I'm gay. Same, girl. A deep breath. I'm getting married in a few weeks to my boyfriend. Good for you, girl. Another breath. Longer. Deeper. No one at work knows. Not a soul. The next sentence come out in a rush. He holds his breath the whole time. I like men. Yeah, I know what gay means. I know what gay means, Pierrot. We stand you, Pierrot! We stand you! Also, if you murdered someone, I have to turn you in. I have to, I'm sorry. But, also, I know what gay means. I'm aware. I like men. I've always liked men. But I work in a police station and listen to their comments and jokes all day long. Well, you should quit your job and go somewhere else. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, Pierrot. When we catch a guy who's never done time before, we tell him briefly what he should expect. Talk about the violence, about the... Oh, shit. Finally, he breathes in again. I say we because I'm not in on it. Because I can say... I'm not gonna say that word. Any time of day without any prompting. The word rolls out my tongue completely naturally. Fuck, okay. He finally looks you in the eye. They're not mean. He shakes his head. My colleagues aren't mean people. They're cops, not mean. Just doing their job, He manages to flash a tiny, crooked smile. You know what I'd really like? To murder a bunch of people. I get his issue now. That was a girl. You think so? It means you like men. Yeah, we know. I know, Naughty. No, they are mean. Yeah, they are Pierrot. They are mean. They have bias, and they need to be told. They need to learn. They are mean. And they're treating you poorly because you're too afraid to be yourself in front of them, which is wrong. Which is wrong, Pierrot. It's wrong. He pauses. I'd like to have them over for dinner. Everybody on the squad and poison them because I'm a murderer. Oh. They could see my place. Could play a board game, something normal, you know? Maybe play a game of Among Us or Fall Guys, you know? And they could meet James. He's your husband-to-be? He takes a moment to think about your question. Yes, oui, soon. He smiles at last, a genuine smile. Can you believe it? We're getting married in 2 weeks. After living together for 9 years, he's been willing to live in a lie. No. I won't turn you in if you're the murderer. I won't do it. He's English? I don't care if he's English. He understands? It's wild, but yes. He knows. Yeah, that's not wild, actually, Pierrot. Homophobia is alive and well, baby. He needs a hug and a support circle. Can we bring Santa? Yeah, Santa, please fight the cops for us. I feel sorry for Pierrot too. He knows I love my job and I couldn't possibly do anything else. He loves me enough to let me keep lying. I've lost my French accent. He slowly shakes his head. But they cannot go on like this. I have to... He freezes. Shit. My head is spinning. I don't feel so good. Why am I telling all of this? Why? Pourquoi? He grabs onto the seat in front of him. Hey, can you pull over? Oh, I got an achievement. You stop immediately. He opens the door and leaves the top half of his body out. He throws up. Oh God. You open your window to the air and the greasy smell of fried crepes and sour scent of cider. Ew. A moment later, the cop sits back up. Well, don't call him the cop. He's a real person. Named Pierrot. Okay, I'm all set. I got it all out. In more ways than one, Pierrot, you got it all out. You got it off your chest, and I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You start driving again. I'm sorry. Really. Breathe. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You nod while your passenger moans and quietly says, I love you. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't worry. He pauses to catch his breath. Shit. I haven't barfed like that since last Easter. They made me drink the South African liquor. Something with cream and cocoa. Nasty. I can still picture it. I was doing shots while they shouted my name. Karate Kid! Oh, they were being so racist. Karate Kid? He seems uncomfortable. It's my nickname on the squad. Wow, you need a new job, Pierrot. You need a new job, Pierrot. Get out of there. Why do you love your fucking job? They're so shitty. Yeah, I was a judo champion. Okay, well that makes... Okay. I mean, he's... Yeah, okay. Okay. So... He runs his hands along the sides of his body like he's showcasing it for some home shopping network. So, Karate Kid. Yeah, I know, it makes no sense. It's racist. Yeah, a little, but at first I didn't say anything. And now, I mean, I'm used to it. God, fuck, man. He stops suddenly. Everything's spinning again. Can you... You pull over. A repeat of last time. He opens the door, leans his head out, his torso, his arms. The sound makes your stomach churn, so you stare straight ahead. Can I ask you a question? More puke on the sidewalk, a little inside the vehicle. Go ahead. Fine, shoot. He sits up, prompts you to drive. So, here goes. What should I do? Should I keep on keeping on? Should I confess? Should I invite them to my wedding and surprise them? He pauses. It's a long one. Be straight with me. What would you do if you were me? If you were in my shoes? I think you're being hard on yourself. You're hurting yourself rather than trying to solve the problem. You're not going to change your sexual orientation or leave your husband. So there aren't a ton of alternatives. You have to find a new profession. He twists his face. It's sad, but true. But I don't want to. I love my job. But you don't like the cops. I do. But your colleagues push things a bit too far, don't they? He stares at you. For a long time. His face suddenly relaxes. You're right. He clicks his tongue. You're totally right. Got to find something else to do. Make a change. You have almost reached your destination. In the back seat, your passenger is almost asleep. You park in front of a small townhouse. There's a light on upstairs. It's his husband. He's still up. I'm going to talk to James. He looks at you. I don't really remember everything I said, but... Merci. He chuckles. I hope this taxi ride wasn't just in my imagination. He pays you and gets out of the taxi. You listen to clumsy footsteps on the cobblestones. He climbs the few steps up to the door before he has time to find his keys. The door opens. Oh, I didn't see that warm, soft light, something, something. You drive away. Oh, James was waiting for him and he opened the door for him because he couldn't get the keys out. The feels! The feels! There's probably other precincts in Paris. Yeah, that's true. But, you know, probably not a lot different, to be honest. Sue them for creating hostile work environment. Yeah. for sure. Oh, I really don't want to talk to this character. It's making me sad. No, we have to talk to her for sure. She's got so many things pointing at her, so let's talk to her. From the VG industry? Oh, for sure, Mershra. No invites for sure, yeah. Mickey Rooney? Oh my god, Mickey Rooney. Hold on. We're gonna go to her. Excuse me, but I have to use the bathroom again. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know I literally just went, but floodgates open, so I'll be right back.
Like a B-double-E-double on you again.
I have returned. Good night, Snorri Bear. J'adore-te. J'adore-tu. I don't know how to say wish. Au revoir, Snorri Bear. J'adore Snorri Bear. I wish I knew more French. I just studied it for years and years and years, and I still don't know any. But you know what else. Good night. Wow, that was a very that story was intense. I'm really liking this game a lot. It like gets really close to topics that I am very uncomfortable with on my channel, because I expect a lot of video games and television shows and movies to mishandle them or use them incorrectly. But so far I really haven't come across that. The woman with Tourette's, it seems like they handled that okay. As long as it's not like a punchline, you know? Representation is good. That storyline was great. They are using slurs, but it seems like they're using them, like in that case, that character was gay and Chinese, so Chinese French. So when he used that slur, it was a little bit. It's still offensive, and of course, I wouldn't say it on my channel or ever really, but that's a controversial subject maybe about the use of that in a video game or movie, even in the right context. But it seems to be pretty appropriate the way that they're using these themes so far. This is an indie game, so you know the ones that are representing are probably the ones they're actually familiar with. Yeah, this is by Raw Fury, which I believe is either a French developer, or I know it's at least a European developer, because I know that they're developing that other 8-bit game, that Cyberpunk game, that's kind of on the back burner for them, I think. And actually the developer of that game is a little bit off the deep end and is kind of in a weird political realm these days. I can't remember. It's called like the night something. The end of the night or something. The developer's been in some weird political drama lately, but they developed that game and this game, so I believe they're at least European, if not French. They might be French, this developer. All right, we're gonna with Claudia. She has a lot of clues pointing at her. You pick up your next passenger in front of the Paris office of the medical examiner, the morgue. Ooh, that's weird. When she gets in, you are surprised. How can she be a subject? Her face, beautiful and soft, doesn't go with her clothing, her style, or her attitude. She gives you her address and you start walking. Her voice is dry, frank, and she has an accent you have trouble determining. South American, maybe? I cannot try a South American accent, so we're just gonna go with my accent in a feminine voice. She seems far away, lost in thought. A few seconds go by and she still hasn't taken so much as a look at you. I'll just smile at her. She seems surprised by her smile and lets it hang there for just a second, enjoying the gesture. Thank you. I think I needed that. That accent again, the one you can't place. Thinking about your next murder? I don't like that question. Long day? In a manner of speaking. Some days are harder than others. Some days take more out of you. They're more demanding than others. Ooh, look at this camera angle. A sad smile runs across her face like a shooting star. Second goes by, slowly. Very slowly. Then the meteorite explodes, your passenger breaks down. I'll try to calm her down. Are you okay? She raises her hand to silence you. Between sobs, you hear her say something. Give me a minute. Please. Without a word, and without the slightest noise, you slow down. The road passes by slowly, in no hurry. After a moment, she sits up. Can I ask you something? You nod. She takes a deep breath. This may seem like a ridiculous question, or at least a stupid one. Actually, it's completely stupid. You give her an encouraging smile. But I'd like you to hit on me. What? She blushes and immediately follows up. I mean, not for real, just for play. Like we're at a bar, like you want to buy me a drink. She shakes her head. Forget it, it's stupid, it's totally stupid. Hit on me, baby, one more time. I'll ask for clarification. What is it you want me to do? My job is very difficult, complicated. I don't get out much, I'm not much of a partier. And internet dating? Not my thing. It makes me really uncomfortable. Maybe I'm desperate, but I feel like being hit on. Girl, I've been there. Yes, hit on. Plainly and simply. I could care less if it shocks you or if it thinks it's funny, as long as you play along. Silence. So? It's weird. That's weird. It's weird. I would in real life I would probably say no, but I'll do it. Thank you. She smiles discreetly at you. That warms my heart, really. I just have a few rules, if you don't mind. What the fuck? This is so weird. First, I don't want to talk about Argentina, my home, my parents. Avoid the subject. She pauses. Does that work for you?
You nod.
Good. Second, I don't want to talk about work. I'm a medical examiner. Do you know what that is? I'm gonna say no, so that she can tell me more about it. Good. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh no, backfired. They make phone lines that you... Wait, are you talking about... I know what you're talking... I thought you meant just for that hitting on. But yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Let's start, if you're ready.
You nod.
We're in a bar. It's not very late. Not very late, but we're the only ones there. I'm alone at the bar, finishing a drink. I get up to leave. Silence. Please, go ahead.
Hitting on a passenger. This is definitely a first.
You've got to find a good line, something that will set the tone. Oof. Let's go with romantic, right? If she's wanting me to hit on her, she's probably just like, I want some basic ass romance, right? Nice evening, isn't it? Hello. Yes, very nice.
Her voice is softer, her accent stronger.
And it's only just the beginning. Because I'm going to murder you. Oh. Aha! Link, hi! Hey, y'all should go give Link6040 a follow as well. How are you, Link6040? I hope you are good.
I was thinking the same thing.
I love staying in bars late at night until closing. Seeing people make themselves leave. Some have to force themselves, others surrender. It's an odd mix.
She sits up a little and points to the imaginary bar next to her.
Buy me a drink? Of course. How about a little game?
I'd like to play a game. Would you like to play a game?
Oh, thanks, 6040. I just called you 6040. That's weird. I'm gonna call you 6040 from now on. How about that? This game is pretty cool. I'm into it. You look like the kind of guy who drinks cocktails. Something sweet. I could be wrong, but you are wrong. You're 100% wrong, but that's cool. What about me? What's my kind of drink?
She rolls the R on the last word.
What's my kind of drink? Sprinkles in holy water? Oh my god. I'm okay with that. Oh, cool. All right, you're 6040 from now on, baby. I'm gonna say something stiff. Ain't nothing wrong. No, there's nothing wrong with sweet drinks. That's for sure. I just prefer something strong myself. Or stiff. What's the difference between stiff and strong? It's like the same thing, right? I'll say subtle. What do you mean? You want something special. You want to be surprised by life. She bursts out laughing. Aren't you good at this game?
She gets back into character.
Yes, that's it exactly. You read me like a book.
She stares at you. Something about her posture in the back seat is different.
Don't you think time goes by too slowly, and time can do so much? I do. We wait, we hold on, we get bored. I'd like it all to go faster, for things to speed up. I love speed. Wait, I meant the movie. I'm Sandra Bullock. You're whatever the other person in that movie's name was. I don't remember. It's a Sandra Bullock movie.
She relaxes, giggles even. She's letting go. She looks at you expectantly.
Oh, should we ask what she does for a living? I kind of want to ask what she does for a living just to see. But do you think she'll shut down? Like, she'll shut the game down if I do that, right? Like, should we not do that? Like, let her go on and she'll divulge that information on her own, right? We're gonna play it slow. We gotta play it smooth and slow, cool and collected. All right. I like the way you laugh. You do? That's an odd compliment. It's true. Thank you. She closes her eyes and stays that way for a little while. She settles into her face, a warm, natural, and uncontrolled smile. Thank you. You were perfect and usually kind. She nods slowly. I must confess that the way you came on to me was truly charming. You have very kind eyes. Your passenger sighs contentedly. She seems happy, relieved. You pull up in front of the address she gave you. It's strange. What's that? There's something different about you. I think I won't murder you. You're not like other men. As if... She hands you her fare and slips you a tip. Don't refuse it, please. It means something to me. You nod. I hope to run into you again. You shiver. One last smile. Bye. She gets out of the cab. You watch her until she disappears into her building. Weird. That was weird. Was that supposed to be romantic? Because it was weird. Alright, so we've got some like intel we could go get, right? That costs money usually. I'm pretty low on gas. We could go see John Stamos again. Or Gary Busey's right here. Or this person I can barely see. I feel like we should stick around here though. And maybe we'll go back this way. Others try to pick me up at the airport. Oh my god, no! What do you mean? You don't ask your taxi drivers to hit on you? Yeah, I don't. I think I've taken one taxi in my life, but I also don't ask Uber drivers to do that. Prime! Alexis, thank you so much. Indie Sunday with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Alexis, thank you so much for using your Blep Prime sub here for 27 months. Cilantro says hello. Can we get some hap in the dangle ass chap? For Alexis Carrington Colby. Throw some hype in the chat for Alexis Carrington Colby. You would love this game, Alexis. It's quite interesting. It's QI. It is QI. It's also called Night Trap. Night Call. Whoops. What do you think, chat? John Stamos again? That creepy fucking shit-stained fucker? Or Gary Busey? Or this shadowy figure? Thank you, Agent, for the hap in the chat. Appreciate you. Ow. Baby, I don't know what you want.
Sorry. No.
No to John Stamos. Yeah, I'm not into John Stamos either. Gary Busey? Should we get some gas? I wonder if something happens when you go get gas. Like, I bet there's an event. Let's go see Gary Busey. I want to know what Gary Busey's all about. Analyx, hi! A few cars are heading towards Paris. Probably commuters. Oh, I didn't read that. We got François de la Nere. Nere, I think. Terne. He's going to Terne. You immediately recognize the next passenger getting in your taxi. It's Gary Busey. It actually looks like, who's the guy? He's in The Good Place, and he was on Cheers. What's his name? Beckett. Beckett? I just finished binge watching Maniac on Netflix. Alexis, I binge watched Maniac like 3 months ago. It is a trip. That movie is a trip. My favorite character is the like assistant scientist girl. She's so fucking good. And a half for sure. I love her. I love her. My second favorite character is the main female protagonist. I forgot her name. The actresses. But man, that movie is interesting. I also really did not like not Judd Apatow. What's his name? Who's the guy? Emma Stone, yes. And Sally Field is really good too, but she's not in a lot of it. I guess she's in half of it. I did not like Jonah Hill's, what was his name? Snarvy? His weird like Scandinavian character? I thought that took me out of it. I did not like it. I knew it was supposed to be silly, but it was too silly. He was good for the rest of it, but oh man. I did not like that voice. I was like, no. That was a choice. Poor Ernie! Oh, if y'all don't know what we're talking about, there's a Netflix special. It's like a 6-episode special called Maniac about prescription drugs, and it is very weird. It's not depressing. Well, it is a little sad, actually. I think I cried. Alexis, I'm pretty sure I cried at the end for her storyline. Emma Stone is fantastic in it. She's real good. Man, that's so good. For a second, I thought he was trying to vape that fountain pen. It's really good. It is really good. I think like 4 episodes in, I was still like on the edge. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but it turned out pretty good. Sally Field's great, and that guy that looks like Spock. Who's the guy that plays Spock? I'm so bad with actor names. Who plays Spock? Not Leonard Nimoy, the new Spock. There's a guy in it that looks like him. It's not him. Zachary Quinto. It's Quinto though, right? It's not Zachary Quinto. Or it is Quinto. But people say Quinto. Anyway. Good. It's a good show. It's a good show. You should check it out. Go watch Maniac.
Yeah, I should go check that out.
No one told me what this guy's name was. What was his name? Beckett? The guy from Cheers? Was it Beckett? Becker. John? Oh, Ted Danson. It's Ted Danson. This is Ted Danson. Anyway, Alexis, thank you. Oh, Agent was there. Thank you, Agent. It's Ted Danson. You never watch television, rarely listen to the radio, you don't read the newspaper, and yet it's Ted Danson. You know Francois de la Nere's face. Polemicist, novelist. What's a polemicist? He dances. He's a pole dancer. Good for him. Politician too, you think. Your passenger distractedly gives you his address. You start driving. He appears to be out of breath. His voice and hands are shaking. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! He separates each syllable as if it is going to protect him from the violence around him. Unbelievable! Is everything okay? Can you even begin to fathom what public danger this represents? What? Huh. A mere 5 minutes ago, I wanted to cross the street. Suddenly, slicing through darkness in deafening silence came an electric
car. An electric car. Electric car. Its asphalt-coated tails drove through the over my tip of my lefer. It's short to tell. I can tell the leather is compromised and streaked with mud and soot. It's a travesty, a travesty. He begins writing furiously. You watch a few words from time to time. What for? For the environment?
Oh, is he a conservative?
Create more road deaths? Save the polar bears? He leaves you hanging for a second before grinning. Another badly thought out stunt from the snowflake hipster lobby. Quinoa!
Oh, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy all the way.
Electric planes that will crash into Charles de Gaulle Airport without a sound. You hear a throaty laugh. The Earth? Safe? Intact? Clean? But at what cost? No way, Jose. Our planet produces oil, so we must use it. It would be unnatural not to. Unnatural indeed! He chuckles. Rise up in defense of the sweet purr of the convertible, just as they thought the hut of the owl in danger of extinction in the lush forests of Champagne region. I hate him already, me too. Ah, murderer, assassin. The ferocious silence made to oppress us.
This Ted Danson ain't so handsome. This is true.
He puts down his notebook. A wolfish grin spreads across his face. Yes, magnificent editorial, just magnificent. What about you? Would you want to have a silent car? Yeah. Why on God's green earth?
It makes for a better environment, asshole.
Better? For the environment?
Come on now, what is environmentally friendly about a weapon of mass destruction?
These cars are going to kill hundreds, thousands of people. Their silence will be the carbon dioxide of the 21st century. They will infiltrate our cities, our countryside, their nose down on foot, on back, even in another car. I'll tell it as I see it, noise is life. A city without noise is not a city, mark my words.
He's for noise pollution? I'm so confused.
You drive in silence for a few minutes. In the back seat, the polemicist is fuming.
What is a polemicist?
And you catch an occasional snippets of nonsense. The taxis almost reach your passenger's place. It's just there. You pull up in front of his address, an old building, freshly renovated. On top floor, the bay windows shine faintly in the darkness as the Eiffel Tower's spotlight washes over them.
Oh, we are by the Eiffel Tower. Are we on the map by the Eiffel Tower? No. Wait, this is... Is this where l'Arc de Triomphe is? Which would mean the Louvre is like down one of these roads, like over here. It was more centralized though.
Your passenger sighs. Oh, the devils! The fools! The middle of the night and they're still having the time of their lives! He opens a window on his side and screams at a panic cafe. The heated patio is filled with young people, well dressed and quite drunk. When will you cease this madness? Then he turns to you to whisper, as if in secret. Every night they make one hell of a racket. Impossible to get a wink of sleep. He pays, gets out of the car, and is in front of the bar in 3 angry leaps. You can hear his voice from far away, a few words and some outdated swearing with a whiff of senility. Senility.
Any rumblings about French gay frogs? Oh my god. He's like the French Alex Jones.
They're turning us into gay frogs. They're turning the frogs gay. You stop listening and drive off.
Alright, we made maybe the least amount of money from that guy, which is, not a surprise. Not a surprise. All right, we don't have any of our suspects to take. Should we take this lady? Should we take this angry lady or this teen who needs a home? What do you think? Oh, we need gas. Actually, we're doing pretty good on gas. Or we could go get some more intel. What do we think? This teen who needs a stern talking to? Oh, it's a teen who got his cell phone taken away. This very angry young woman? Or this opulent lady? Look at her beautiful earrings. What do you think? I drank all my cocoa and I want more now. I guess I'll just have some Oreos. Oh no. Yeah, I've almost eaten a whole bag of Oreos. Opulence, of course. You own everything! Oh hey, we're 2 subs away from getting horny, by the way. 2 subs away from getting horny because of Alexis. I forgot to say. Hi, honey. Please. Hold on. I don't want to talk with food in my mouth. Ooh, look at her. She looks wonderful. She got that little cutout on her dress and that nice coat. The door opens. Your passenger settles in on the back seat. She's a regular. You know her address. Jackie. Can't really snack in this game. Everything okay, honey? All good, Jackie. You've known Jackie for years now. Obviously a soul singer. She's amazing. I love her. A friend of a friend. Or a rather well-liked prostitute in your old neighborhood. Oh! Okay. I hope spring's going to be warmer than last year. Because I cannot stand freezing my ass off anymore. She's been working in the Bois de Boulogne for 2 years now. Every now and then she treats herself to a ride home in a taxi. She looks like Sharon Jones. Alexis, do you know that I saw Sharon Jones the year she passed? Like a few months before she passed. I can't exactly remember, but I saw her in Kansas City. It was amazing. It was one of my favorite concerts I've ever been to. I should have gotten a shirt or something at the show, but it was so good. It was so good. I've been a fan of hers for a long time before that, but oh my god. I loved it. It was so good. She took her shoes off and was like dancing around, and it was so good. It was amazing. I listened to her album. It's on my phone, but I have a record of hers, and then I have a few CDs. I love Sharon Jones. Love. What's the latest news? You can tell Jackie anything. Almost anything, that is. Is your back better? You smile. I'll be honest with her. No, not really. That bastard really did you, didn't he? Can I ask you something, Jackie? She leans forward. Anything you want, Annie. You tell her about Lieutenant Busset. Oh, I'm gonna tell her about my contact with the. I'm being blackmailed by the police, Jackie. You gotta get me out of here. Tell her about the Lieutenant Busset. About her threats and your mission. You got screwed again, honey. You're too nice. She sucks her teeth. What? Working on the night shift. Hey, what's up, Black Dragon? You and the cops. You're going to have to see someone or start banging one. Jackie's telling it like it is. I love her. I love her. She's the star of this game now. Jackie. Oh, Jackie. That's what that was. Okay, right. You're the boss. I'll ask around. Some of my clients might know something. Oh, she's got to give me some intel. A pause. You know what's coming. You're expecting it. But fair's fair. The next ride is free, okay? You nod silently. Of course. You get free rides every night from now on, Jackie. You meet her eyes in the rearview mirror. Anyhow, take care of yourself, okay? You give her a smile. You know me. She looks pensive. Yeah, right, I do. That's the problem. She starts talking all at once. She speaks quickly in an incessant flow. I hardly told you how shitty the new law is, huh? You nod, yes. Jackie is referring to the law to find sex workers' clients. What? Fuck that law! One of my regulars came back to see me today. Did you know they're going to make them take a class now, too? A class? Yeah, a class. Clients are already paying fines and now they're being forced to attend a 2-day class? Sure, go on and tell them it's normal to see a prostitute. This client of mine, I know he didn't like it much. But he told me they were arrogant. You know, like they were talking down to the convicted clients or something. I don't understand the government, the politicians. We exist. We're not going away. We pay taxes too. Do you realize that? I pay taxes just like you, like everyone else. A pause. Almost everyone, that is. The goddamn country today, the richer you are, the less you pay. Tell it. Jackie, you are right. She probably pays more taxes than Donald Trump did. What a mess. She grows contemplative for a moment. When she speaks again, her voice is gruff. I'm only doing my job, you know. There are people who come to talk to us. They talk to us about reinsertion and all that. It's great for young girls who just started. But for the transvestites, the Uruguayans, the Colombians, there's no way they're going to find work by themselves. And me? It's been too long. There's no way I'm going to be a checkout person at a grocery store. First of all, I'd run into clients all the time. She smiles, proud of her little joke. No, serious. It's just that it's my job. I chose to do it. That's the great advantage of this line of work. Even you didn't choose. I'll nod. Your friend answers with a smile. The ride continues for a while in silence. To me, what's really outrageous? She seems saddened by the conversation. What really gets me is the fact that they're not helping us anymore than before. The cops, the state police, the whole lot. They ignore us like just before. They threaten us like before. They make fun of us just like before. Like they only passed the law for the money. $1,500 for the first offense, $3,000 for the second. Pretty stiff price for the trick. The upshot? We have fewer clients. Makes sense, huh? A funny country we live in. The land of the rights man and all that. Her voice is tinged with anger. Rights my ass. The only ones who come around are now our regulars or the basket cases. Or the guys who don't know what they're risking. Yeah, particularly the guys who do not know what they're in for. She gives a funny laugh. It sounds like crushed metal. What the fuck? Jackie, are you okay? You got a grill. It's good for business for the cops at any rate. You just stand there in the alley. You wait for the car to park. You nab the client and he's getting out of the van. And presto, $1,500. You nab 4 or 5 a night and you're set to go. Funny country. The land of human rights and all that. You check off all the boxes, your boss is happy. You get your bonus. And all this without thought for the good old Jackie and her clients. She shrugs. A moment later, you pull into the side street where Jackie lives. The building is in poor repair, the hall lights flickering. You park in the first available space. Always a pleasure, honey. She pays the fare with a few crumpled bills and coins. That's all I have. No problem. She smiles. Good night, Anne. She gets out of the cab and walks slowly over to the entrance of her building. She's not in much of a hurry to get home. Oh! I love her. I love her so much. Can this game just be about me and Jackie talking about how shitty Paris is? Can that just be the rest of the game? Oh, we haven't talked to this old, he's a police veteran, right? He worked for the police a while ago, and he owns a gun that may be linked to the killing. We gotta talk to him. Hey, Black Dragon, sorry, I wanted to get through that. Birds in B class. Taxes brought to you by Felb. Listen, Dr. Felb might be evil, but he's not as evil to cut the rich's taxes, okay? Dr. Felb believes in progressive taxes. Meaning, what? 60% taxes on the wealthy or some shit like that. Let's go back to the way it was before Reagan. How about that? Dr. Felb is evil in many ways, but that's just too much. That's just too evil. Alright, we're gonna go talk to this old man who used to be a police officer. This game is pretty critical of the police, too. I wonder when this was made. Hold on, I'm gonna Google that. It's definitely modern, because they're talking about the internet and apps and stuff. But it's also fairly timely. Like, they're talking about taxes, environmentalism. They're talking about laws like criminalizing sex work, but also I don't know, supposedly protecting them when they don't. Also talking about what was the first thing that they were talking about? Oh, well, they mentioned apps that you can rate taxi drivers in, but I'm gonna Google it. It has a 90% rating on Google and a 70% rating on Steam. It was made July 2019, so it's a pretty recent game. All right, let's keep going. L'Hôpital Saint-Louis, please. Going to the hospital. Your next passenger is your suspect, the retired policeman. Judging by his looks, you could have easily guessed. Hôpital Saint-Louis, please. You nod your head and start the engine. You glance at your passenger, same expression, same clothes. Some things never change. He looks grumpy, in a bad mood. He's holding a cigarette between his fingers and has almost broken it several times. Tough morning? He shrugs. No more than usual. His tone makes it clear. There is no room for discussion. You let it drop. A bit further, construction workers are bustling about, tearing down the storefront. Oh, say, are they finally taking it down? What was it before? When I first came to Paris, it was a thrift store. You could buy pants there with just a few francs. But for years, it's been a sex shop. One of the first in Paris, actually. I think they filmed some famous movie there. He sighs. That was all before the internet, now online. Yeah, they're probably going to be put in a cell phone shop or one that sells electronic cigarettes. Go figure. He pauses. Your passenger turns around. He watches the building grow smaller as the taxi drives away. I'm surprised it stayed open for so long. I mean, since the hostage situation, it must have attracted some shady fellas. The kind who like to jerk off when 2 cops get taken out. Interesting. 2 cops? Yeah. They don't talk about it much this time, though. You'll understand why. You get calls from the neighborhood of the sex shop. They couldn't stand the noise anymore. Day and night, people going in and out. Most of the times they were quiet, but they were always noisy ones. And the booths weren't soundproof. After a few months, the woman upstairs knew all the films. There were some high society types there. The shop had a few films for gay people, single women, the cream of the crop. His attention is caught by something outside for a second. Okay, so anyway, one evening, one of the neighbors takes his daddy's rifle from the wall mount and goes outside. He fires a warning shot, separates part of the front window, and then goes in. The guy has bloodshot eyes and was foaming at the mouth. He demanded the owner close the shop immediately, said he wanted some sleep, so cleanse the earth of these perverts. The fella was basically having a psychotic episode in front of about 15 clients. We got there at 10 p.m., evacuated the street, got the response team ready, and back then it was like it was today, you know, with helmets and tiny cameras, and those little flying whatchamacallits. Drones? Your passenger snaps his fingers. Yes, that's it, drones. Yeah, so back then, they didn't have any of that stuff. The plan was just to go in and take pot shots at everyone. My chief, great guy, taught me everything I know. Well, almost. He took the megaphone and started talking to the hostage taker. He told him he needed to let civilians go or someone would get hurt. No one wanted anyone to get hurt. The hostage taker said, "Okay, let me see. I'll free this woman first." We went back in, we got ready, we put on our bulletproof vests, checked our weapons. It looked like we were getting ready for an old-style duel. What nobody knew was there were 2 fellow cops already inside in the crowd. They were not interested in being released. Since the hostage situation started, they've been trying to find a way to escape out the back. He snickers. They were ashamed to be there. Oh, they were just there because they were there. They said to themselves that they could approach the hostage taker and they tell them they'd infiltrated the building before the police actually got there. But the guy with the rifle was not a newbie. He was a Boy Scout and his father taught him how to fight. A dry laugh. His father fought the Nazis and went to fight the hippies, classic. He could see the 2 cops were a bit worked up. They were speaking in hushed voices, so he pulls out one of them aside and decides to let him go. The policeman flounders. He asks the hostage taker to take one of the 4 women in the shop instead of him, but he won't have it. So there we were outside when all of a sudden out came Michel, the deputy chief of police. His shirt was untucked and he had his stupid look on his face. And then the guy behind me started to laugh. The hostage taker failed. First time in my life I saw a skull from the inside. Oh fuck. Brains and blood strewn all over the sidewalk. I tossed my cookies. Ugh. Gross. Ew. Sorry. I mean, hey, I'd only been on the force for 2 years, you understand? He sniffles. I wouldn't have wanted to change places with the guy behind me who was laughing. We never knew who it was. There were a lot of rumors. Even one saying it was me. He is silent for a moment. But it wasn't. I didn't know Michel for starters, not well anyway. He shrugs and falls silent again. You let a few seconds go by. A fly. What about the other cop? The other cop? The one who was still in the sex shop. He attacked the hostage taker in the shop. Another rifle shot, and, well, our brother said 6 weeks into intensive care before he croaked. As for the hostager, he must have been out of jail by now. A real psycho, high on all sorts of pills, not a pretty sight. They redid the sex shop out there, and since then, anyone from squad who came in always got a little discount. You pull the car up in front of the hospital and your passenger pays. It's the least they could do when you think about it. I've never been myself. Actually, I avoided even going down that street so I wouldn't have to think about that day again. It was almost like a bouquet of puppies, big red and black flowers. He pauses. It's odd that I think of puppies, considering what they mean. You know, each flower is a symbol, has a meaning, and I believe the puppy symbolizes peacefulness. I'd have to check. My ex-wife left me a book about it. I don't know why I held on to it. His eyes wander. Yup. He sits up. Alright, I'm off. He gets out of the car and walks towards the hospital. His figure blurs into the darkness. For a second, you think he might have stopped. He disappears into the hospital. You drive off. That was interesting. It was a long-ass story. I don't know really what that told us, though. You know? Oh, I have, like, no gas and no time. Maybe I should get gas before it forces me to stop. Will it let me do it? You pull over and stop at a gas station. Not a soul in sight. The fluorescent lights irritate your eyes and the smell of pee is wafting up from the space in between the pumps. Ew! Gross. It's self-service here. You pay directly at the pump. The mini-mart over there must sell newspapers. This is so sensitive. I'm barely moving my mouse and it's shaking the whole thing. The person behind the counter must see and hear things. Might be worth asking a couple of questions. This place is shady as ever. You're careful getting out of the cab. You walk into the mini-mart. Behind the counter, a student doing homework lazily raises his head. Can I help you? I don't know what that voice was. Oh, I can buy a newspaper. Joyeux soirée! Cash, cash, cash. Oh my god, should we get a lottery ticket? Let's buy a lottery ticket. Perdu! I don't know what that meant. No go. Damn it. Oh, I can't buy... Oh, these are all lottery tickets. Okay. Okay, I bought a newspaper. And now I'll talk to the clerk. Say, guy like you, someone who spends most nights here, you must know something about the killer, right? He raises his head. Seems almost happily he brought it up. I got a new clue. Not a word from the guy behind the counter. You, on the other hand, curse automatically as you put one foot into the freezing cold. Wait, how did I get a clue? Did I skip something? Oh. Okay. Anything else I can do? That seems to be it. My cat's being real annoying. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. Oh, I really don't want to talk to this guy. He makes me uncomfortable. Also, I have no time, so we're just gonna go home. I wonder if they would let me take another fare. Yeah, it looks like it ended. You have met Pierrot! God, that was so sad, too. He told me that he was gay. He told me about James, his husband-to-be. He threw up. Maybe that's something that could not happen? He threw up again. Maybe if we didn't talk about that stuff, he wouldn't throw up twice. I advised him to change professions because his coworkers are racist and homophobic. We dropped Pierrot off at his place. I met Claudia. She asked me to hit on her. I charmed her. Ooh. I did. I met Francois. He was a right-wing asshole. It's because I think electric cars are good for the environment. That's an interesting way they phrased that. You met Jackie. I met Fragonard. Told me about the hostage situation in a sex shop. Interesting. Okay. So, this part coming up, oh, probably waiting for me to click. This part coming up, I have to carefully consider, sorry, there's a fly and it's driving me crazy. You take a few minutes to update your board with your new clues. You have to carefully consider reading these things. A bus goes by, making the walls shake. You take off your shoes before getting to work. Part of me is in the mood for some good old-fashioned public school square. Oh my god, yes! Or some French bread pizza, Alexis? That sounds so good. I would love some right now. Actually, it looks like I'll have time to read both of these. Okay, so we read the 2 new clues that we got. Am I able to like make new connections? I'm not. It's just gonna automatically do connections, I'm assuming. Or can I assign them? No. My board is filling up like a lot. I wonder how close we are to the end. Oh, I can turn it off. Why would I turn it off though? That's weird. I can like make it dim for some reason. Okay, so the only reason for Salim is because he's short and he's a lawyer and there's a message on the first one that said justice. So we have no information about why Salim would be the killer. This one's just the gun and the height, so he fits the height. So does Pierrot, though. I don't think Pierrot's the killer, though. Oh, that would be so sad if Pierrot turns out to be the killer. Claudia. Victim 3 was colonel of a junta. Oh my god, I kind of think it's Claudia. She wanted me to flirt with her, and that was a bit bizarre. The phone rings and you jump. You're not used to hearing it. No one ever calls you. This must be Bousset. You pick up. Bousset sounds irritated. You there? Yeah. Listen, it's... She pauses. You suddenly hear a ruckus in the background, probably noise at the station. Bousset raises her voice. Anyone got the time? Hey guys, anyone? Fuck, they're all Neanderthals here. Listen, it's early and I'm wiped out. So, are you... I bet. Let's get straight to the point. What do you have for me? In a calm and methodical voice, you start giving her the evidence you collected. You start with the first suspect, their connection to the victims, the rumors, the second suspect, and so on. A few minutes in, she lets out a whistle. Not bad at all. Seriously, you should have come give a lesson to the zombies I work with. A long sigh. I have some good news for you. We checked the alibi of one of your suspects I gave you. And if you listen to her... Oh, you listened to her turn the board and pulled down the suspect she's been referring to. So it's gotta be someone else. She snickers. You know how lucky you are? I'm doing your job for you, pal. No, I'm doing your job for you, pal. I'm a taxi driver. You're blackmailing me to investigate your murder suspects. Okay, enough chit-chat. I gotta run. I'll call you in 2-3 days, okay? Oh god, how long is this game? This is only one level. It's like 4 or 5, which is cool. I'm into it. Good doggy. God, she's awful. I'll call you in 3 days, and you'd better have what I need to make a proper arrest. Oh, okay, that's gonna be the end, I guess. The DA has fangs, and we're pretty sure he's gonna turn into a werewolf at some point. She babbles on for a while. Her voice becomes softer, but just as sarcastic. That would explain his terrible breath. Oh my god. Okay, I'm out. She hangs up. You hold the handset to your ear for a while. You have just one thing in mind. Sleeping. And forgetting it all. Okay. I was gonna say, try to end. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You open the sofa bed and lie down. Again, do not smoke in bed. It will kill you. Many people have died smoking in bed. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. Don't do it. Don't smoke in bed. It's a bad idea. You open one eye. Fragments of a dream are still lingering. A strange woman offered to feed you seeds that fell out of the sky. You quickly get up to forget all that. What? And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Do not smoke in bed and do not sleep in bed. No, you can sleep in bed. Sleep in bed is fine. Don't smoke in bed, though. Alright, we could get some more intel. But last time it was so expensive. I don't think we could afford it again. But let's do it. Out of nowhere, you hear a voice whispering in your ear. This is where I died. You brake hard. There is no noise in the cab, no noise outside. What the fuck? Hi. A silhouette appears in the backseat of the cab. Its features appear to be one as if drawn by the paintbrush. Creepy. Okay, I still think that Santa that we met earlier was actually Santa, and this game just is not real. This game is not realistic. So much suffering. You squint. A little boy. Would you be so kind as to drive me? Get out of my car! No, I'll say where. Very well. Let us drive then. The boy's silhouette flutters for a moment, then disappears entirely. You hold your breath. On the backseat behind you, the boy slowly reappears. You start driving. The Arènes de Paris, please. You jump. You see the specter behind you seated in his usual spot. His silhouette seems warm and kind. Bullshit, it does. 49 Rue Monge, I think. Come on, let's get going. I don't want to miss the beginning of the show. The show? Well, yes, the amphitheater show. You don't answer, and you are evidently surprised. There's a Roman amphitheater in Paris. Were you not aware of this? A Roman amphitheater? The amphitheater is right in the middle of Latin Quarter, hidden, mysterious, and very discreet. Yet one might. I heard of music and I followed the scent. The scent of garum filled the streets that evening as cooks busily worked around the fair. Garum? A sauce made of fermented fish offal. Gross. You gag. It's delicious. Aha. Aha. Yes. Hey, what's up, Dirty? Francophone blip, it's true. We are in Paris. Thank you so much for that resub. 30 months, Dirty. Thank you so much. Can we throw some hap in the chat for Dirty99 coming back for a 30-month resub? How are you? Did you get some rest? I hope so. I certainly hope so. Y'all should go give Dirty99 a follow if you don't already. Thank you so much, Agent, for that cast command. I appreciate it. Took another nap? Good. I assure you it's delicious. The smell of garum goes right to your head. Makes you salivate. I doubt it. In any case, once you taste it, you love it. Anyway, I was walking towards an amphitheater. The little ghost boy pauses. Hey, what's Merverd? How are you, Merverd? You should also go follow Merverd. He's wonderful. I was lurking in Merverd's stream earlier. He's fantastic. How was the rest of your Pokemons? The little ghost pauses, trying to remember where he left off. I entered the gate and saw off all Paris before me. For 2,000 years, the spirits of the city have gathered there to reenact the festivities of days gone by. An old poet with gapped teeth recites a few words, always the same passage. We bring fighters into the middle of the ring to reenact Roman battles. Thank you so much, Agent. He smiles slightly. This game was not like this, Marv and Dirty. There were not ghosts in this game until just now. There were real people. So this is weird. Mon mama would scold me for saying this, but the bear always triumphs over the Christian. You are struck by a strange smell. Another smell. A lot of the passengers have a smell to them. Pokemon's was good. I'm glad. I thought you were just like celebrating Halloween all year. Apparently I am. Garum may be sour, thick, vinegary. I almost said vinegary. Vinegary. Vinegary, repulsive, and compelling. Just like me. Your small passenger silhouette begins to fade. You, the living, you only see things on the surface, the edges, their crests. The amphitheater is tied down to the earth like it has roots. It's not going anywhere. Ever.
Ever.
Its roots run beneath the city. They touch the speed limit markers, houses, cobblestones, Roman baths. He stops, breathes. The salty taste in your mouth is making you thirsty. All the way to Rome. I would have liked to go to Rome. He lifts his hand to point to something in the distance. I'll get off there. Before you can make the slightest move, the little ghost disappears in a split second. You stop the cab and take a minute to collect yourself. It smells like you shit your pants. Working on a sewer map for your D&D. Yeah, I think I saw the end of it when Fixiel rated you. And DLC story? Nice. I have not done the new DLC or finished the old DLC. I still need to level up my cub foo or whatever. What is it called? What's that? What's that little cub? The little karate cub? I have not leveled it up yet. I'm avoiding this character. He makes me sad, but I think we should go to him. Let's do it. Let's do it. He's right here. I need a ride, cabbie. You know my name, Elf. The door opens. It's Erv. He greets you with his bizarre verbal tick as usual. How's it going, Oin? Hi, Erv. You start the engine. Erv seems pretty happy with himself today. In the rearview mirror, you watch him run his tongue over his lips as if mentally preparing for a good meal. He catches your eye and smiles. Sorry, I'm a bit out of it today. So I see. It's just I had a bad week, you know, a really bad week. Then yesterday, he hesitates as if he can't believe what he's about to say. It's like it's too good to be true. The lines around the corners of his eyes that show real age crinkle slightly. Aerith gets out, gives a little laugh. I was in the same spot on the first day the DLC was out. You had to level Kung Fu out in the same, and then set the game aside for months. Yeah, I haven't played it since it came out at all, but I should do that. I want to play the new one too. Is there more after the new one, or is that it? It's Isle of Armor and something else. Is there only 2, or is there 3 DLCs? I bought the season pass, so. Serious, man, I don't believe in God, you know. I don't believe in all that bullshit shit. It doesn't make any sense. Some guy with a beard up in the sky never got it, what people saw in him. Anyway, God, none of us believe in him in the street? His eyes crinkle up in the corners again. I mean, we believe up when the soup kitchen goes to the church. Yeah, sure, we believe in him then. He flashes his teeth and lets out a harsh, raspy laugh. A pause. So, yesterday... Crown Tundra, that's right. Oh, there's just the 2, okay. So they're all out now. Yesterday? He's observing you. His eyes light up all of a sudden. Oh yeah, yesterday! He's talking faster now, an incessant flow. I was starving, man. It was pretty bad. Toby and I had gone through all the garbage bins in the neighborhood. Toby, he's the German guy. He says he prefers France, but he's more generous here. So I was starving. Elf's eyes tear up. His voice drops off. A faraway look comes over him. A lengthy pause. Are you okay? He snaps out of it. Yeah, like I was saying, I was starving. I was hanging out near the supermarket on Rue Musat. Fancy neighborhood, but not too fancy, no cops. He gives you a wink. That's always a plus. And then there was this guy I sometimes see around, a young guy, just like a kid. He comes out of the supermarket with the groceries, and before I even say a word, he hands me a can of cassoulet. The can of cassoulet is as big as beach ball. Beach ball? Now I'm Italian. Aerith's face lights up. I didn't even know they made them that big. He bursts out laughing, and his eye wanders back to the street. And then? And then what? But I don't know. What's the whole story? Your passenger stares at you for a minute. Yeah, a kid gave me a 3-meal can of cassoulet. What were you expecting? I don't know. Suddenly pats you on the shoulder. Hold on, wait, I'm going to get out of here if you don't mind. You park the cab as soon as you see an empty space. Thanks, man. He's looking out the window. Yeah, I think that's him. Who? Nothing. What the fuck? This is so weird. Without another word, he opens the door and gets out. This time I'm going to get him. I think they're trying to frame Aerith. Like I'm supposed to think that it's Aerith, but I don't want to think that. I think he's just troubled. He's had a hard life. A moment later, he vanishes into a dark alley. I'll wait. Your eyes scan the dark, narrow streets, but you can't make anything out. Then something moves in the distance, a silhouette, probably Aerith, now at a run. The form darts under the street lamps. It is Aerith, holding something in his hand. He immediately vanishes from sight. You sit there a minute, and then you switch on the ignition and pull out of the parking space. The fuck was that about? Okay, that was weird. I feel like we need some intel, and that ghost was weird as fuck. And I don't want to go pick up that stupid politician. Oh, okay. Let's go get some intel. You leave your taxi behind and walk towards the last victim's building. Charles Bougrand Ferrer was killed in this parking garage. The large metal garage door is firmly closed. Let's look for another entrance. You walk around the back of the building and look at the various entrances. The main one, the garage door, and the maintenance door are for the trash cans. Go back and wait in front of the garage door. Maintenance. You've barely taken a step when a voice calls out to you. Oh no! Hey, what are you doing? This is private property! You turn around and see a rather elderly man, probably the concierge. He shines his flashlight in your direction. I'm a fan. I'm a fan? I'm a journalist. I'm a taxi driver. No, I'm lost. Lost? You think I'm a fucking idiot? Go, get out of here before I'm... Oh god, oh shit, I fucked up. You leave the lobby. The concierge follows you and checks to make sure the door is firmly shut behind you. If I see you lurking around here again, I'll call the cops. Oh no. I fucked up. I just wasted time. That was bad. I did a bad thing. Okay, we can go talk to this person. This is another one of our leads. Salim Wadyan. I might have to stop after this one though, because I'm getting tired. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep tonight or yesterday.